record. Okay, so in my book, The Make Money Online Blueprint, it used to be called the CEO Starter Kit. I just changed the name to something that like people could read and understand and not have questions about. It breaks it down into weeks. All right, guys. I don't know if you guys remember my story, but I was able to get this up and running in like a few hours and made my first sale in 14 days. And that's like real life, okay? Because I didn't have time to waste, right? So if you have that mindset, and just block out, 3 or 4 hours one day and just say, I'm going to edit this and get these books up. I'm telling you, that's the best thing you could do instead of like trying to spread this out. If you work during the week, pick the day you're going to stay up after work for an extra 3 hours to get this done. Like the quicker you could just bulk get this done, you've checked off the first step, right? So now let's talk about week one. How many of you guys actually have this product? Because then my next question to you is this: if you have this product, how many of you guys have done the steps in week one in the book? Painting the vision, identifying your why, setting your goals, deciding your target audience, and branding your business. How many of you have done those, and how many of you have not? You didn't answer any of the questions in the book. You read
Thank you for
it.
calling Alamo. This is Gloria. What airport or zip code would you like to pick up a car?
Gigi, you're unmuted.
Thank you for calling Alamo. This is Gloria. What airport or zip code would you like to pick up a car?
Who else is unmuted? Althea, let's mute you. Tamara, let's mute you. Is everybody else muted? Okay. Let me look at the chat real quick. Dunn said I started. Tamara says I don't have it. Gigi. I don't know. What is this AI thing happening in the chat? I don't have it. I don't have it. Okay, cool. So let me move this chat to the side. So, okay. The thing that most people the reason why most people are not making money, and we're going to get back to the steps, I just have to say this, are not making money with the digital product is they don't have a blueprint to follow. You guys are trying to teach yourself. You're getting on free calls like this. It's still not making sense. Or you do have a product, you do have a blueprint, but you zoomed through everything. And like, if you don't know who you're talking to and why you're talking to them, then it's hard to intentionally post content for those people to enjoy. And that's the the reason why you're not making any money and you're posting content and or you're trying to like be like someone else, so it's unauthentic. And so the people you want to reach are just kind of like, I don't even believe what you're saying, just because you're trying to be like someone else, just because you see that they're successful. Do y'all agree? Do y'all understand? Friends and family. And we're gonna go through all of this, right? Um, I want y'all to write this down right now. You're gonna have a page or a column or a side of a page for things that you're gonna need to be successful with digital products in the next 30 days. Like have one whole page or half a page, I don't know, but label it this. Because in this section, I want you to write these things and I don't want you to ignore them. Because if you ignore any one of the things that I'm about to give you, it's going to be one of the reasons, and they're small things, one of the reasons why you're not going to make the money. Making money is a system. And if you break a step or if you disregard one of these things because you feel like it's really not a factor in your life, I promise you it is, even if it's just like 5% of a factor, and it's gonna mess up the bigger picture for you. So one of the things, and Dunn is mentioning it, and I jump around, but it'll make sense because I'm gonna keep you guys organized, right? So in this section of things that I need to be successful with digital marketing, it's not a product, okay? It's not an aesthetically pleasing page, and it's not 100,000 followers. All of that stuff is vanity stuff. The things that you're going to need right now are a clean page with 0 followers. You need to put your settings so that you're in your privacy Yeah, your privacy settings, you need to turn off sync with your contacts. On your new page, if you click unsync with your contacts and do not connect it to your Facebook, with your TikTok and your Instagram, none of the people you know are gonna find your page. I've had my TikTok page for a year and a half. People are just now finding me from Boston. And guess what happened? The people in my city who, I don't even know what the issue is, and I hate saying it, but this is the sad reality. Because they started following me, have been reporting my page, and now I have to start a whole new TikTok page. And I cried literally for 5 minutes. I did. But the only reason why this happened was because I let my hairdresser follow me. And when she followed me, the algorithm, who obviously is from Boston, the algorithm brought everybody to me from my city. And now my page is shadow banned and I don't get recommended on the For You page on TikTok, which I cried for 5 minutes, but it's like I forgot I know how to grow my page. So not a big deal, right? But anyways, I'm sharing that with you because if you're afraid of what your friends and family are gonna think, start a whole new page, put your privacy settings to unsync, and I promise you they will not find you. They will not find you. I mark my words, okay? So that eliminates that problem. Now you're just talking to a whole world of people who you don't know out of the city and state that you live in. None of those people are going to even find you, okay? That's the first thing you need to be successful. The second thing is you have to take an oath and tell yourself that you are locked in. Anything that can distract you is out. What are some things, and I need you guys to participate in this because I can't help you if you don't talk to me. What are some things that are going to distract you? For me, this is the people who are successful, they eliminate all distractions. I'm telling y'all. My phone was a distraction. Everybody's not as hardcore as me. I changed my whole phone number. I needed to come up with crazy amount of money. The people I knew who were calling my phone couldn't give it to me. So why on earth do I need to talk to you? Friends and family. I changed my phone number. So my phone did not ring. People who are only focused on job, not owning a business. Ding, ding, ding. That is a good topic. Now, the great thing, here's the thing, like I didn't have a job. I'm a homebody anyways, but I've had a job before and I've had successful businesses while I was working. And the only way that because that is a distraction, right? You can be at work and you could be surrounded by people who don't understand business, but you cannot have your business conversations with them. You cannot have your big ideas and talk to people who don't understand it. So I would tell you guys in this next 30 days to keep your big ideas to yourself. Talk to yourself, talk to the person up above how you that you believe in, or talk to somebody in this community. Find an accountability partner on here and talk to them. But I'm telling you, as soon as you start telling your big ideas and your dreams to people who do not have the same vision, you're gonna be crazy. They're gonna tell you, girl, you tripping, and that'll never happen. And then honestly, you start believing it. As much as you tell yourself you don't believe it, you start believing it. And in case that my job is in the way, honey, well, I mean, the job gotta fund the dream, right? True, I changed my number and people still call the old one. Exactly. So you have to make a commitment to yourself. Or like you have to tell yourself for the next 30 days, if people are calling me and inviting me out, I really don't have time to go out. I feel like, again, this is me being disciplined. The way I talk to myself is how I'm going to talk to y'all, right? I didn't go out. I don't care how hot it was, how nice it was. I had a vision and I was doing the work while everybody else was out partying. If you can't wrap your mind around that, it might be a little tough for you. But you have to tell yourself for X amount of days or X amount of weeks, I cannot accept any invitations out. I don't care if it's a graduation. I don't care if it's a baby shower. You don't have time to go out. You don't. But, and I know some of y'all like, yeah, you're doing too much, Tyler. That's kind of crazy. But is it crazy? Because in 14 days, I was able to do something that a lot of people to this day have been trying to do for 6 months to 12 months now. 12 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 months to 12 That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all the secrets really that you need to be successful. My mindset is in my way. Too much thinking, not enough taking action. I'll be thinking that. That's the truth. It is. And I'm just telling you, like that separates the doers from the I'm gonna keep thinking about it or it ain't working. There's a lot of people saying it don't work for me. The truth is you're distracted by the parties, you're distracted by the dinners, you ain't got much money anyways. What are you celebrating? Not having a routine to push through. Yeah. So, and that brings me to the third thing. You need to have a routine. If you're going to use this season to block out all distractions, you have to make every single day and moment count. So while I was unreachable because the people who wanted to reach me could not give me the $1,000 a day that I needed, they could not push me to keep going. They was just gonna sit and talk about me anyways. Like, girl, she down and out again. This is the third thing she tried to do that didn't. It worked at first, and then it stopped working. Like that happens all the time. So while you're blocking all these people out that you love for this season in your life, you have to make sure you utilize the time wisely. Since you're not so reachable, what are you going to be doing? I told y'all this before. I even got to a point where like I wasn't listening to music. Music is a distraction. Your favorite jam come on, and now you're listening to the whole album, and now you're cleaning up the house. And yeah, the house needed to get clean, but that wasn't helping you make $1,000, and that's really what we're focused on right now, right? And so I would only listen to marketing books. I would only listen to people who have big ideas just like mine and tell me that like you're not crazy. That's you have to be like engulfed in that kind of stuff. So when you block out your distractions, I'm telling you, listen to marketing books, get free ones on Audible, look them up, go on YouTube and research marketing books because that's what you really need to be filling your mind with now anyways. Okay. So let's park that in the section of things that you need to be successful and make sure you write you don't need a good product because you don't. You don't need a lot of followers because you don't. Oh my God, my battery is about to die. You don't need the things that you guys think you need. 1 second, let me go get my charger, guys. Oh my God. Oh, right here. Y'all need to put your food on a plate and eat. Oh, okay. So now that I've given y'all that pep talk, because I always gotta pep talk y'all before we get started for real. All right, cool. All right. Was that helpful? Do y'all understand? Does anybody have questions before we move on? Like, is there something somebody wants to say? I don't know. Unmute yourself. Let's talk. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so you have your digital product. Now everybody's gonna have to talk in this next section because I can't help you if you don't say nothing. So now we need to figure out. We know what a Dunphy digital product is. Okay, actually, let's go back to this part. You know what a Dunphy digital product is. You guys have one, assuming you have one now, right? Because you took the first test. You have one now. Um, Hold on a second. Oh, I have to scroll down more because I'm like, what's happening? Okay. Week 1, right? Identifying your why. I've asked y'all this before, and we have to get clear on this. For the people who I've asked this before, I want to hear it again because hopefully at this point you have a good why. For the people who are new to this, I'm going to further explain. Why are you getting into digital marketing? I do not want to hear because I need to make money. It has to be something thoughtful. You have to think about something for the days where you're too tired to post or where you feeling like life is throwing you too many lemons and you just feel like giving up. The reason why you won't give up and you'll get up and you'll post another day. That's what I'm looking for when I ask you what your why is. Who wants to tell me what their why is? All of you are gonna have to tell me because I'm gonna have to help you work through it. So and you have to know. And I feel like a lot of people who email me and they get the product and they're ready, they have their link in their bio and they're ready to start posting content, they get stuck because they don't know why they're even doing this outside of I want to make money. Love you. Anybody?
I need
Yolanda?
to quit my job by the end of this year.
You
And I
need to
feel like digital marketing, and I believe I can do this. I see it all over everywhere from Instagram to TikTok to YouTube. I don't see no difference from anybody else other than the fact that they believe in themselves and they're consistent. And I feel like if I can learn what they learn or know what they know, I can do it. And my why is because I know I can do this. It's not rocket science, it's not hard. It's for me just being consistent. And I need to quit my job because I'm tired mentally and physically. I'm drained and I'm tired.
Okay, so I hear Dunn say she just needs to quit her job. Answer me. You said you're tired mentally and physically. Tell me a little bit more. I know this sounds tedious, but like,
No, I
it's
work construction. I work a man's job. I'm tired of working with men. I'm tired of being in a masculine environment. I want to be in my soft girl era. I want to be my soft girl just
that
lifestyle. And I'm just tired. Like I want to get my license because I want to finish what I started, but this is not the career that I want. This is not what I want to do, and this is not. I don't want to do this. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to get up when I want. I wanted to be able to go to little Starbucks and have my little cute coffee and walk around and do what I want to do. Okay. And my kids need to see that if I'm a believer, that they can be a believer too. And we don't have to work hard for our money. We can work smart. And I just want to work smart.
I heard you say you basically want to be the role model for your kids and show them like if we work smart for our money, we don't necessarily have to work so hard for it. And you're basically like, I have to take the responsibility to show my kids that no one else is going to show them that, right?
Yeah. And I
Otherwise,
have big dreams. I want to be in a penthouse in the Seaport or wherever in whatever state or country. I
period.
want to have investments. I'm already doing stock marketing, so I know I don't need to work hard. I just need to work smart. Like I'm making money on other avenues. So I know if this is just another avenue, I need to have multiple streams of income like the millionaires or the gurus do. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to have time with my kids, but I have time with myself. I don't want to just be rushing, anxiety, PTSD, ADHD, all that every day, all day. I'm tired. And I don't know how much more I got to live. So I want to be able to take advantage of what I got and just do something with it.
And set yourself up. I hear that. I have a question before the next person comes up. So wait, so done. So your why is in a nutshell, because that was amazing. First of all, you nailed it. Now I want you to be able to say why in like 1 minute to a minute and a half. Okay.
Smaller.
Think about that. Your why, and I'm saying that because you're gonna always talk about your why in mostly all of your videos, like 90% of your videos. Because what did I tell y'all before? People, oh wait, I didn't tell y'all that yet, but I'm gonna tell you how it is now. People do not, oh, I told you don't need a good product to make money and you don't need a lot of followers to make a lot of money. People are going to buy into you. People buy into stories. They don't buy into products. Your story is your why, right? And so when you get comfortable sharing that 1 to 2 minute, let's call it a minute and a half, why, that's gonna not change, right? And I mean, maybe you'll get more comfortable and you want to share more of your life, but like that 1 minute to a minute and a half is all that you need that you're gonna keep repeating in 90% of your videos. Your why. My why are my kids, time freedom and financial freedom. And okay, what does that mean? What does time freedom look like for you? And what does financial freedom look like for you? You can come off mute and tell me. I want you guys to be clear, crystal clear. When I don't want to hear no one say I want time freedom or financial freedom. I don't want to hear that. I want you to describe to me what that is. For instance, my why, a piece of my why was when I was tired. I know what it felt like to be broke. I have gone broke many times. I've been up many times, right? I know what it feels like all too often to be broke. I know what it feels like to have to lock my card so that the bill collector don't come and snatch my little last $150 that's going to last me for the next 2 weeks, even though I got two kids. I know what that feels like. I was tired of feeling like that. I wanted to know what it feels like to have an abundant amount of money because I see people around me having it. Regular people like me have this. And to keep it short, because that's just one of my whys, it's like that right there is like why when I have a headache or when I'm not having a good day or when things are just going so bad and I feel like, what am I even doing this for? I remember because if I don't do this, I'm going to go back to having to lock my card again, having to tell my kids, oh, you can't sign up for this swim class because I don't got the money, or I gotta put y'all back in school because I gotta get this little part-time job to pay for health insurance. I don't want that anymore. Right? Do you get what I'm saying? So when you come on here and you share your why with me, I want it has to be so powerful where it's like, if I don't get up and post today, I'm gonna go right back to what I said I didn't want. Do y'all get that? And time freedom and financial freedom is just too vague because I don't know what financial freedom that's different for everybody, right? That looks different. So I want to know what that is for you, Anna Kay. Who wants to go next? Anna Kay, I don't know if you want to, but let's I want to try to get through all of you guys in like the next 5 minutes.
Let me know if you're hearing me because I'm
I hear you.
driving. I'm almost home. But the thing is, this for me is when I say time freedom, my kids, I left my kids back home. I'm from Jamaica. I left my kids back home. Like I spent 6 years without them. I don't want my kids growing up to feel like, okay, you have to have a job, which is just over broke to survive. I want to show them independence. I want to be able to give them what they need. I feel like I missed out a big portion of their lives, and I don't want a job to take that from them anymore.
Mm,
So it's like I want to be there for them. So that's what I mean when I say time freedom. Financial freedom is I've never been where you are, but I know what it feels like to be broke, right? Living from paycheck to paycheck. That's what I'm basically doing right now. So that's what keeps me going most of the times is my kids like I don't want to have to miss anything out for them. I don't want them to be lacking. I want them to explore this country, explore, get a better life. And that's just that for me.
I love it. I approve it. I approve it. That's a good one. But who's next? Really good.
Okay, I'll go. So my name is Gigi. Hey everyone. So my why, so I have one son and my why is pretty much like him and me. So I actually used to be an entrepreneur and then I relocated to another state and then my life kind of just went like in a downward spiral when I relocated to this new state. So I had to like start back working and I was used to not working for several years. And then, you just hear everybody talking about digital products, but I'm used to being able to tell my son, yes, he's a AAU basketball player as well. So if anybody knows that that's super expensive, like that's $2,000 and you're like traveling to all these different states. So I really like when I say like my time freedom, I really want that because that's something that I'm used to having, to be honest. So just like being able to say yes, how I was able to in the past, and just really just being like a present parent. I feel like I dedicate so much time to my 9 to 5 that I am absent. It's either like be a present parent or make sure we're not homeless and make sure I'm able to like, pay the bill. So it's a sacrifice that I don't like to make, but I have to
Have
my
to.
current situation. And so that's my why.
That is a perfect why. There are so many people that are going to relate to that. You're you um you're used to being able to say yes, you made this move, you used to be an entrepreneur, you made a move, your life turned upside down, now you're back to working 9 to 5. The golden ticket right here that people can connect to, and that it's like, this is why I won't go a day without posting, or this is why I'm not going to go a day without trying this again to see if it's going to work tomorrow, is I work a 9 to 5 and I feel like I'm not a present parent, and it's a sacrifice. It's like either go to work and not be a present parent, or find some kind of freedom so I can like be a parent 100% of the time and a worker like this much of the time. And a lot of people are like that. It's like you feel like the world is raising your kid because they spend more time with your kid than you. And that's just a fact. For most 9 to 5 workers, that is a gold pit right there. That is like most of the world. And when you're sharing your why, it's finding that one liner like that that's gonna connect with the majority of the world, because you want to connect with a large group of people, because those are the people that are gonna buy from you. And that right there is it. So this is that is great. That is your 1 minute why. All right. Who else wants to go really quickly?
Okay, hi, my name is Naima, but I would say like my why is to not go first. My first why is like the reason I want to start digital products is to make money so I can get my own apartment, and because I know what it's like to be in shelters and just go into poverty. And, I feel like if I could, make enough money, what a lot of people, I think a lot of people can relate to is when you make a lot of money, like you can get into better places, have better health care, instead of relying on government assistance like Medicaid. Because, like, for example, if you have like a bad toothache or a wisdom tooth, when you're on Medicaid, you don't usually get the proper treatment and stuff like that. Like, you just, you get better help. And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you,
Yeah.
because we're gonna make sure your why is solid. I have a question for you. I heard you say you're doing digital marketing because you want to get your own apartment. You know it's what it feels like to be in poverty and live in shelters. And basically, like, if you have more money, you have more resources. It's basically what you said, right? My
Yeah.
question to you is, and I'm asking you hard questions so that you can get this on point, right?
Mhm.
If you had a job, could it take you out of poverty? Could it allow you to get your own apartment? Could it allow you
Well,
to
I have job and like retail jobs, but it is not enough. Like probably enough for like a room, but you know, it all boils down to like, probably something like that, but it's not enough because now the world is changing, the prices going up of everything. And then also
that's
if you're
your
in a
why?
bad environment, another thing is like even with healthcare, even your mental, like when you're in situations like that, you're put around people that usually don't have the right mindset and they're drama toxic. So it's like you just want to get away from that. So
I
yeah.
forgot your stuff fast. Naima or somebody. What did I say? That's your why? What was it you said?
To have more resources.
No, that wasn't it.
Mm, Dang, I forgot what you said too.
Things are getting more expensive.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
The
things.
world
Yeah,
is
yeah,
changing. The world
yeah,
is changing.
yeah,
The job that most people have access to is like it's still not enough, right? That is like that's really your why. And I asked you
yeah,
that because essentially the stuff that first said is like a job could fix all of those things. It could. And you got to remember that would be the reason why you could stop doing digital marketing and say, I'll just get a job. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm having you dig
yeah,
deeper because it's like, I want you to see that, well, what kind of job would you have to get? That's really it. It's like that you
yeah,
qualify for. Like, I don't know. I don't know your background, but the world is changing. It's too expensive to live, and a job is just not cutting it for anybody. So
right,
I want y'all to sink in your head whatever you're telling me your why is for, it can't be so small that you're like, this is too hard. I'll just get a job. And that's what I don't want y'all to have. I want you to give me a why where it's like, this is the only thing that's gonna get me out of what it is I don't want. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I just, if I need to say it differently, I
Yeah,
will.
it makes sense.
Your why has to be that powerful. And because you're gonna have days where you're not gonna, every day I wake up and I don't want to do this. Like literally. But then that little voice in my head, my why at this point is I know what I'm capable of. I want other people to see what they're capable of. I'm not gonna be like, I get depressed when I can't help. Like when it's like I see what you're doing wrong and I'm trying to like help you and you're not listening to me or trusting yourself to listen to me and you're stuck. And then it's like I get frustrated and it's like I just need somebody else to be like, I made $1,000 today. Cause it's like I know you can do it because it's regular old me can do it. So that's my why. Like it's like I can't not do this another day. I went months without doing it when my mom passed away, and it's like it was eating at me because I'm like for 3 months I didn't help nobody. I wasted 3 months. I was literally beating myself up. Like I don't want to do this, but there's somebody who's like they need to see a new video pop up so that they can email me and say you've inspired me to get back on track, Tyler. Like that's the feeling I'm looking for. So that is my why. So even when I'm sleeping or when I wake up and I'm like, ugh, there's some people that are gonna email me today that I just don't want to be bothered with, who keep asking me the same questions over and over. But I have to remember, like, so I don't want to do it because of them. But then there's always that one person every single day where it's like, this is why I'm excited to post another video because you needed to hear what I said and you did it and now you're sending me a screenshot saying that you got 25 new email subscribers today. I got one new, like that's where I'm at. So that's why I won't stop at this point. So I want you guys to really just ask yourself when you say your why out loud, are you gonna ever be like, oh, I don't have to do this. I could just do the easier thing. That's what I want y'all to think about. Okay. Does anybody else want to go before we move on?
I'll go. Okay, so I'm jumping now. So
Okay.
my why is really very simple. I've been in IT field for, oh my gosh, forever. And I just left from a company, well, working as a contractor for the federal government where I worked 24/7. Unfortunately, it was one of the companies that of course had gotten cut. And
Mm,
being on call 24/7 does not give you the livelihood. It doesn't allow you to enjoy life. So I want to be able to do something that I can control my own time and be able to make my money according to how I want to live my life.
1 second, make money. Okay. I'm gonna ask you this question too. I heard you say you worked a government job, you was on call 24/7. Is that what you said? That's crazy.
It is. We
That
actually supported satellites that was in orbit. So we help monitor all the weather.
that's crazy. Um Um, and then you said you want to make money according to how you want to live your life. So the same question I asked Naima, I'm gonna ask you so you can say this a little differently real quick, because I can't say it for you, right? You could just get another job.
No, that's not doable.
You
I don't want nobody to boss me around. That's just what it is. I'm tired of being bossed around.
okay? Tired of being bossed around. Can you get a little deeper for me? You're tired of being bossed around.
See, you don't want me to say freedom, but I
No,
want to be able
no.
to go. I want to get up when I'm done sleeping, right? I want to be able to go and
What?
travel the world
Oh, you want to get up when you're done sleeping? I heard that.
when I'm done sleeping. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to go travel the world.
I think I think this is good. I think that if we start off with the basically, yeah, your story, you were on call 24/7. There's no freedom in that at all. And yes, you technically could get another job, but it's like you don't want to have to work for nobody. You just want to work for yourself and do what you want to do. That's simple. That'll keep you in the game in the long run because if you don't do this, you're just gonna have to go back to what you don't want, which is getting that job. Okay, cool. We got it. Perfect. Anybody else? Or are we moving on?
Yes, I'll go. It's Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi. My why as a middle-aged woman is to pour into myself. I poured so much of my life into companies, making them money. So now I want to pour into me. As middle-aged, just pour into me, more into me. I thought about starting businesses over my life, but I just never did. So now I just want to pour into me. I don't want to work as hard as I did for companies, making them millions and me nothing.
Okay. And so that's good enough for you so that you don't ever stop this and just say, well, I'm gonna go right back to working for somebody else and make them millions instead.
Correct.
Okay. We're golden. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. I think I got most of y'all except for Yolanda, but I feel like Yolanda has this piece down packed. Okay, let's see. Why is it important for me to get this passive income up and running? We pretty much went over that. When I think about where I want to be financially 6 months from now, what does that look like? What does that feel like? Y'all can write it in the chat, or you can come on here. Let's spend 4 minutes on this. This is important. A part of being successful is being delusional. How many of y'all are delusional? I'm very delusional. Like that's literally, I've heard too many people, too many successful people say it recently. Like I heard SZA say it, I heard Keke Palmer say it, and it's like, wow, I really am delusional because even when I had nothing, I never acted like I had nothing. It was just like it's just a little stop I had to make to get to where I actually know I'm supposed to be, right? And it's an energy. Even when I was at my lowest, I never walked around like I don't have no money. Like I never walked around like, oh my God, and a friend. Like I just always know I have the power to change my situation. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. I've gotten myself out of the craziest financial things fast. Like my friends be like, girl, you're the only person I know who can come up with $50,000 in like 2 weeks cash. And it's like, that's a power, but it's in my head. I never think I can't do it. It's like, I have to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm delusional as fuck. And that is really just it. And with that being said, my thing is like, I think about this is crazy. I've never actually said this out loud. Like, when I was younger, like in my 20s, I thought I was supposed to be, me and my mom didn't really get along. And I was mad at God for him not making me Beyonce's daughter. This is real stuff. This is how delusional I am, y'all. I'm sharing y'all some real stuff with y'all. I was mad at God for him not making me Beyonce's daughter because one, she was my favorite artist, and I just at an early age recognized the amount of work she put in to be like the best. If you're not a Beyonce fan, that's cool, but you can't deny that the fact that the girl works hard, right? And I got mad at God for many years, right? Until I like this is how delusional I am. And I would always pray like one day Beyonce would adopt me. And I'm like 23 at this point, so I'm an adult. Can't nobody adopt me. But I'm saying this to say I thought about stuff like that. And then when I finally was like, Beyonce will never be like, I know I work hard like her, but Beyonce will never be my mom. Tyler, you gotta get, you're not a performer. How are you gonna be like living in a house like Beyonce's or like on a super yacht like Beyonce and her family? How are you gonna do that? And I have this vision still in my head that I have like $100 million super yacht and like I'm friends with these billionaires and we just sail across these oceans and I have this jet and like I think about these things every day. They live rent free in my head. And I literally will not stop until I have a super yacht. And I've never said that out loud to anybody because that's how like I own a super yacht that costs Tyler Perry showed me I could own a super yacht. Okay, he has super yachts in his movies. And I just know I'm gonna have one day. If Tyler Perry can have them on set, baby, I'm gonna have one just like him. So that's how delusional I am. And it's like I have it, I just haven't caught up to it yet. Like it's around the corner for me. So when I say be delusional, think about that one or two things where it's like it's yours, you see it in your future, you're just doing everything you need to do today to get to it, even if that means it's 10 years away. The seeds that you're planting today are going to get you to that delusional moment in your life. And you're going to be like, it wasn't so delusional. Like it was always there. I just had to keep working. Because once you start being delusional, you start settling for the bullshit around you. That's all you work towards. So let me hear your delusional stuff. Naomi said 10 and 20K months. That's too low, baby. That's easy for you. That's pocket change. I'm telling you right now. I need you to be a little bit more delusional. Think bigger. 10K months, think bigger. That's too easy, y'all. Think about it. Most people make, well, I don't know. I think most people make like 4,000 a month, maybe like 4 to 5,000 a month, the average person. Y'all telling me y'all could only add an extra 5K to that? I'm telling y'all that's easy. Like 10K months. I applied to take my kids out of public school to be homeschooled. Hey, to be out. I'm going to make 30K by my birthday, July 8th. Period. Pay my mortgage off. What is the, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, what's the rough estimate of your mortgage? Like, we have to be very specific, right? Because I know you know what your mortgage is, but it's like you have to say that number out loud. Like, I'm going to pay $300,000 off of my mortgage in the next 6 months. Like, you know, that could be somebody's yearly salary, but you're like, I'm going to do that shit in 6 months. Like, you have to be so specific and clear. Say the numbers out loud. 50K a month. Cool. 20K a month. Okay. All right. Yolanda, 50K. Absolutely. 100. What I'm talking about? Be delusional, girl. Yes. 100K. 100K when? How often? I want to buy a condo. It's yours. We are in that ball figure. Okay, period. My truck is 40K to pay off and I need a house. All right, y'all. Did everybody drop their delusional? I just want, the point of that was I want y'all to be big thinkers. And it's hard to be big thinkers in a world where people don't think at all. They just are stuck. They're stuck. That means your coworkers, your family members, like they're all stuck. They are. They don't have this vision that you have, and that's what makes you so different and so like anointed in all of this. Okay, be delusional. I told y'all I have $100 million super yacht. There's a number attached to it. There's a specific item like that's mine. Every failure I make is bringing me a step closer to that $100 million yacht. If I'm not failing enough and I'm stuck too long, I ain't doing shit to get to that 100 million super yacht. Did y'all hear that? You have to keep failing to get to that $40,000 truck, Annika. And I mean failing at this digital marketing, not at something else. You've already done that. We're failing at something new, right? Okay. Cool. So now that we know financially where you want to be in the next 6 months and what that looks like, or we have an idea, you guys understand that, and hopefully you understood the activity and the power behind being delusional. Let's move on to step number 3. We're trucking right along. What time is it? 7:35. If y'all need a break, do y'all think y'all want to take like a 10-minute break at 8 o'clock, or do y'all want to just keep going or check in at 8 o'clock? Because I could just keep going. Okay. If anything changes, just tell me. Chase, can you come open the window for me, please? It's really hot. My son's tired of me. Okay. What else do I imagine myself gaining from having this kind of business? How might this bless my family beyond financially? How might this bless my life beyond just financially? Anybody? 1 or 2 people come off real quick. This is what I did, y'all. I'm only doing to y'all what I did for myself in the 2 to 3 hours. Like I read it all. And then I came back to it the next day, and this is what I did for 2 to 3 hours. Because if you miss thinking about these things, then you can throw this shit out when things get hard. Can you eat something? Anybody?
I would
Or do
say it just allows them to see that it's possible for them to do it as well. They don't have to work for anybody.
let me just share mine real quick. Like for me, I've already said this, like anything I've ever wanted to do, I've done it. And I did it while I was trying to figure it out. Like I never not tried something I wanted to do because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I say I want to homeschool my kids. Didn't have a curriculum, really didn't believe in myself, but I said, if this is what I want, God put this feeling in me for a reason. Like I had to figure it out. You don't figure it out unless you just jump into it. I took my kids out of school. I had no curriculum. And I'm looking at my kids in August, like, what the fuck are we about to do? It all falls on me now. Y'all ain't about to be stupid on my watch. So I put myself in situations to have to figure shit out. Otherwise, it would have just been like another year. Oh, I'm thinking about homeschooling them. I don't know. What are you doing? I don't know if I should. Like, I don't do stuff like that. I don't really care what anybody else is doing. It's just like, God put this feeling in me. It's my, like, that's the whole point of life. Like, you have to just jump into things. It's like I don't sit back and be like and consult with everybody. What are you doing? I actually don't care what you're doing because I don't want my kids to be like yours. So it's just like I'm gonna figure it out. Took a year. We figured it out. My kids, real quick. My son, who's on the spectrum, in public schools, put him in third grade. We started homeschooling. He didn't know third grade stuff. We had to start from first grade for him to have the foundation. We did 3 years of school in 6 months with 30 minutes a day. My son took a MAP test, which is equivalent to, it's like a state test we give in Massachusetts. He was in like the 80%, like a B range. I did that, not the public school system. They was pushing my baby. He didn't have the foundations. My daughter is 6. She's literally a genius. And I don't care about like I don't want to say I don't care about your smarts. I'm really big on how well can you problem solve and how like your thinking, like can you think your way through things? Like I don't care if you don't know all of the continents. I really don't care. As long as you're like, well, I don't know them, but you can figure out how to get the answer to find out. I didn't know them just now, but I just looked it up and these are the continents and like that's what I care about. That's what life is all about. It's not really about like remembering all of the rivers and fucking latitude and longitude and the names of all the planets. Like, I didn't care about that stuff. So I'm sharing this to say, me, and I did this before I was making much money in digital marketing, but digital marketing allowed me to put my kids, it blessed me enough so I could put my kids in a position to experience more things that I didn't even think about doing when I first was on this journey of digital marketing because I didn't have the money anyways. I just was putting it all on me. So it helped my kids to explore more and to have more enrichment and just like do things that I could have never imagined doing at their age. So that's my thing. Resourceful. Exactly. I want to help I want to help others be blessed. Period. I will bless others with money. Awesome. All right, let's move right along. Thank you for sharing that, guys. Let's just be more detailed. Like, bless others how? With money. Think about that. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Pricing. I don't really want to spend too much time on pricing, but you can price your product anywhere from $50 to $100. And actually, no, we have to update that. If you bought the product, I'm revamping. I said this last time and I didn't do it, but I'm doing it now. I have expanded the Make Money Online digital products. I bought a new one. The updated version, there's like 100 things in there. And so the people who are on here, as soon as I'm done editing all of them, I'm gonna give those to you guys. But even with this kit now that has the 8 or 9 ebooks, you can easily price that at like I would say 297. However, never sell it for 297. So that it always looks like it's on sale for like at least 100 something. Does that make sense? Now,
Mm-hmm.
you can also sell the books individually. Like I'm gonna start selling the faceless ebook that comes inside of this kit the Make Money Online Blueprint, I'm going to start selling that as one of my low ticket ebooks. So you can sell each ebook individually, and your customers can kind of do a la carte and pick what they need based off of the information that they already have and don't have. Or you can sell it as one complete package. So you can sell the ebooks. I think the cheapest ebook in there is the planner, which I would sell for like $13 or $17. And then everything else could be like $25 plus. And the point is when they buy the whole kit together, it's cheaper than buying, 9 books at $25 a piece. Do y'all get that? Also, when you price your books, you want it to end in a 7 or a 9. Psychologically, that's just what works. $24.99, $24.97. Do that, because then they're like, oh, $29.99, that's cheaper than $30. Believe me, it sounds crazy, but that's people will buy something that's
Mm-hmm.
$31.99 and be like, oh, it's on $32. My current product is $57 for what? One book or the whole thing? Another thing, while we're talking about money, don't think because you have something priced so cheap, people are gonna buy it. Remember, people don't buy products, they buy you. It doesn't, you could think that because you have your whole kit priced at, and I'm not saying you're doing this, Alexis, because you haven't clarified yet. This is an example. If you posted your whole Make Money Online Blueprint that consists of 9 ebooks for $57, I don't want you to think people are going to go run to your page and buy it from you first before they buy it from me for $157. They won't. They won't, because if I'm showing up every day and I'm telling a story that they can connect with, they're gonna trust me to spend $157 with me before they spend just $57 with you, and they don't know nothing about you, and they just see a cheaper price. Do y'all get that? I want y'all to understand that. I don't ever want you to cheat yourself out of $1 because you feel like everybody else is selling this for 300. I'm gonna sell mine for 80. That's You're gonna be real mad when them people selling it for $300 is getting 10 sales a day still. Meanwhile, you only got one. It just has to do with our marketing. So I want y'all to understand that. It's actually a whole community. It has multiple classes and courses, including PLR and MMR. Okay, we got the pricing down packed. You can always increase the price. Oh yeah, you can always increase the price. I change my price often. Well, I'm lying. No, I don't. I haven't changed my price in like a year. Okay. Any questions before we keep going? Because I want to hurry up and get to the content part and marketing part, but y'all have to have the foundation. That's where I go over foundation because most people skip it, and that's just the truth. And if you don't have these things or these thoughts, it's going to be hard to post content. You're going to feel stuck at the content part because most of your content is your why. Remember, we're doing content where we're not asking people to buy from us. We're marketing ourselves like real marketing experts, connecting with an audience and being consistent and showing up consistently in front of their faces so that they're asking you, how do I buy what you have tomorrow? So you never had to feel cringy for asking someone to buy something from you. They're going to be asking you tomorrow, girl, how do I buy this from you? Okay. All right. Right now I want to take a few minutes for you to think through what price. Nope, we're gonna skip that. All right, income goals. We kind of went over this, but let's just talk about it real quick. We're in quarter 2 now, right? Yeah, we're in quarter 2 right now, right? So quarter 2, the beginning of a new month, we're in quarter 2. At the bare minimum, we should be aiming for 20K at the bare minimum. Again, that's light work. I'm telling y'all could do 30K in the next 30 days. What if you're not comfortable in front of the camera? Well, baby, are you comfortable? Cheryl, is that you, Cheryl? Yep. I love this question. If you're not comfortable in front of the camera, Cheryl, Miss Cheryl, what are you comfortable with? Are you comfortable with, hold on, let me go back to my notes. This is why I take notes, because I'm about to ask. You asked me a question, I'm gonna ask you a question, girl. Hold on. Hold on, let me find you real quick.
Tyler, do you mind if I suggest something?
Go ahead, honey.
There are 3 girls I follow right now, and they do faceless. Whatever their ebook is, it's the cover, and they're talking behind and selling behind that. They don't show their face at all. It's literally the cover of their ebook, and they go live, and all people are listening to is their voice, and they're selling like hotcakes. The way
Okay,
they market, the way that they do it, they just don't show their face at all. It's just their voice.
I'm happy you said that. Hold on, where did my page of I wrote you, Cheryl, on a separate page, and of course, I want to go back to yours, and then I don't know. I wrote everybody else's on the same page. So, two things happening here. Cheryl, and I always say this. I always say this. Faceless marketing works. It works. You can make a lot of money faceless marketing. And I'm gonna just stay firm on what I know. Unless you are like, I'm gonna give you like three different answers, and they kind of go against each other. So I'm just gonna tell you like a bunch of different things, and hopefully it'll help like you think about something, right? You gotta think about this. I feel like the accounts that are making money on social media, again, social media is not a real place. The people who are making a lot of money with faceless accounts have some kind of marketing like background. They understand 100% what it takes to build a community off of not showing your face, meaning we connect quicker if we just get on here and show our face because I believe you now. Like I see you. I could put a face to the story. I could put a face to the voice. I don't feel like I'm just looking at a product, right? So that'll sell quicker than you getting on here and talking about something and not showing your face. Now, with that also being said, I'm not saying that because it works. People are making the money, but I feel like it just takes so much more time in a space that's not real, in a space where there's so much scamming going on. I have a million robot pages scamming a lot of my followers, which is crazy because they're just stealing my videos, right? And pretending that it's me behind those, on that account behind those videos. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. If it's not, please stop me. Um, but I'm saying this to say those scammers could make so much more if it was actually them making the content. Is what I just said make sense? I feel like it doesn't. Hold on. If you want to go faceless, Cheryl, you can. You absolutely can. I think it's genius. I think it works. I just think it takes longer for it to work. I'm just gonna end that there to keep it simple. I think it takes longer to work. And if you have more time and you just can be more committed to showing up live, and I think on TikTok you can go live now with just like a few followers. Like I don't even think you need the 10K or the 1,000 followers anymore. Like I think you can go live right away. Somebody please fact check me on that because if that's the case, then you can go live with your product, show the screen on the product and just talk about the product and not even really have to talk about the marketing technique I'm teaching you, which is like talking about your story and your why. You can be very informational and just share an opportunity with people and show the product and make money that way. It's gonna work. How fast will it work? I don't know. Does that make sense? Well, no, I just went live on my daughter's page. She got 81 followers. Showing your face and yeah, showing your face and bonding with your community is going to go fast. And here's the thing, try it out. Like, I'm never gonna be the person to be like, unless like I know it's just a waste of your time, but I know faceless marketing makes money. So like try it out. Just have, tell yourself make sure you can go live with however many followers you currently have, or if you're going to start at 0, make sure you can go live. But I know you can at least go live with 80 because my daughter has 80 followers. Going live is going to be the bread and butter for you to build fast without losing your mojo. But it can be done. Do you suggest I make a new TikTok for my business? Yes. I say starting from 0 is great. I'm starting from 0. I have to start a whole new page, so I'm gonna do this with y'all so we can see. I'm gonna do what what I'm telling y'all to do. Let's see y'all do it too, because it's gonna work. Okay. All right, moving right along. And also think about this. Let's crunch numbers real quick. In order to make $1,000 a day, if your product is slightly over $100, because you got to remember taxes and fees and Stripe is going to take money out. It has to be slightly over $100 for you to bring in $100. So 10 customers a day at dollars, $125 per customer, it's gonna get you $1,000 a day. Your goal every single day should be 10 customers a day. You need to tell yourself, I'm not going to sleep until I put in another hour or two, however much time you have left in a day to reach that 10 customer goal. My first 3 months in digital marketing, I would not go to sleep until I got 10 customers. And sometimes that meant I was on live at 11:30 p.m. until 1 a.m. to get those last 3 customers. And I counted that towards the day before. And then that happened after 12. And it's like, that counted actually for yesterday. So we back at it again. So you have to be really hard, especially in the beginning, because if you're too lax about it, you have to have a goal. You have to say, I need 10 customers. And don't make that shit easy. Oh, I'm gonna just aim for 3. There's no challenge in that. Aim for the 10, aim for the 1,000 a day. I'm telling y'all, that's a part of building the routine. Somebody said they need a routine. This is a part you have to build it. You have to be very disciplined. And you make it too easy when you're like, I just need 3 customers a day. That's $300. That's not even your full potential. Everybody can make $30,000 in the next 30 days. That's 10 customers every single day. Y'all could do it. There's millions of people on these apps. Okay? You will be stepping out of your comfort zone because your comfort zone is keeping you where you're at right now, right? Okay, let's talk about your target audience. Okay, this is what I love. I make this simple. You are your target audience. How many of you have heard me say that before? Chase, did you eat? Okay, get off the computer or whatever and eat, please. You are your audience, right? Let's not complicate this. You need to know who your target audience is because you're not talking to everyone. The people posting content, you're posting it for everyone, and that's the wrong mindset to have. You're talking to one specific group of people just like you. The people who are on call 24/7 and who let me go back to my notes. They're on call 24/7 and they are just dying for some extra freedom, which looks like them getting up when they want to get up and them doing what they want to do and not having to work for anybody else. Huh?
I'm in Sharp with family.
Family?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even ask you what that is right now because I'm on
I know.
I'm on a training. Thank you for sharing that with me, buddy. I appreciate it. Right. People who are on call 24/7. They're like, I'm just trying to wake up when I want to wake up. I want to roll over to $1,000 already in my pocket when I wake up at night. In the morning. Like, that's the kind of freedom I'm looking for. When I say freedom, it's I woke up and I made some new money in my sleep. Like, that is, people can connect with that. People want to feel that, right? They're like, ooh, that's a good feeling. I've never felt that, right? Pillow money. Yes. All right. Or your audience is people who work in women who work in masculine environments and they're just ready to live in their soft girl era. Like, They go on social media all day. They see the girls on the beach with their drinks and their cute nails. I can't wear nail polish at my job. I always have a hard helmet on. I can't. I don't even know if that's what it's called. I feel like I just made that up. I wear a hard hat. Called it a helmet. I'm like, that shit don't even sound right. I wear a hard hat. I can only get my hair done on weekends. And then it's like, why pay for it? Because I got to put this hat back on a Monday. Like, I'm ready to just get my hair done and let that shit blow in the wind. The summer is coming, honey. Like, that's who your audience is. You have to talk, you have to say out loud in your videos who you're talking to. So that way, when they are scrolling, they stop and say, wait, I work in a masculine environment. Wait, I can't get my hair done like I want to, only when I take vacations. Wait, she's talking to me. Let me listen to the rest of her video. What she got to say? You have to say in your videos who you are talking to. Do y'all get that? Who wants to share with me right now who they are talking to? I want a feeling. Do y'all need another example? I'm just going through what y'all told me. I'm not even. The next, Gigi said, she's the next entrepreneur. Um, damn, I can't even read my whole. Oh, relocated. When she relocated, her life kind of went downhill, and she went back to having a job for the first time in a very long time. And she's used to telling her kids yes. Her son is an AAU athlete, which is expensive because my daughter is one, and so I get that 100%. And she wants to be a present parent. So when she's making her videos, she's gonna mention in all of her videos in the beginning, because that's you only got 3 to 5 seconds in the beginning. She gonna mention how if you wanna, I'm looking, or wait, she would say something like, I'm talking to the people who work a 9 to 5 who want to be a present parent. I work a 9 to 5. I'm at work right now, actually, while I look at your video. You just feel like you can't do the things you want to do. You can't raise your kids the way you want to 100% because they're at school or they're in the care of someone else more than they are actually at home. Like that's just the reality. If you've actually thought about that. People who work 9 to 5 jobs, have you ever thought about the fact that the world is raising your kids more than you're raising them because they're outside while you're at work more than they are actually at home? Like I would stop if I was working and be like, "Oh shit, she's right." I never thought about it like that. Right? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Is Pinterest good to use for digital products? Pinterest is good to use for everything, but yes. Anna Kay says she left her kids back home. And she doesn't want a job to take, I guess, her time with her kids away from her. I think that's what I gathered. Anna Kay would tell people in her videos, I'm talking to all the people who left their home country to come to America to work to provide for their kids. Blah 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 blah. It's like I already know I connect with her because I left my kids in Jamaica and I came and I feel bad. Like I feel like a bad parent, but I know I'm still doing what I need to do. Do y'all get what I'm saying? That's your audience. You want to say it in all your videos. I'm assuming y'all get it because no one said no. All right. Jovina got it. Okay. Does anybody want to say out loud real quick what they're thinking?
I
Mhm.
I think I got it. As you said, that it summed it all up for me. So it's not so much leaving the job, it is, but okay. Talking to the girl who is leaving narcissistic relationships, stepping into loving herself by choosing better. Choosing better is leaving a job with men because that's masculine and that's narcissistic in itself. So digital products helps me to now work for myself.
Yes and no. Let's clean this up, right? I love this.
But oh, can I
Go
speak?
ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
No. I want to hone into that because I've left I could talk about this for days, but I've left that narcissistic relationship of years. And now because of that, it's made me masculine. Because of that, it's made me guarded. Because of that, it's made me this strong person that I had to prove or do what I didn't really want to do for the money, but now I had to because now I've been left with that. So now I want to leave that and be the soft girl, be the soft spoken girl, be the more present girl, be the more loving girl, because I wasn't able to do that because I was mentally controlled somewhere by a narcissistic man.
Okay, hold on, let me think. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna actually have you say that one more time. The part where the second part, after I cut you off.
Which part? I'm so
The
sorry.
part where you had talked more about, I missed it because I'm sorry, I wrote in the chat.
I think
Um,
it's the part where she said she left that narcissistic relationship.
yes,
Yes.
that part.
Okay. I left the narcissistic relationship. So now I have finally left the relationship. I've cut it off. I've walked away. I've did the shadow work. I've done the work where I know now what I can show another woman how it looks to love yourself in a soft era, in your soft self, not being so tough, not being so what you think you have to be because someone is beating you down mentally and physically, where now you have clarity, or you journal, or you go take walks, or you go to the gym, or now you're better with money because you have a better relationship with yourself. It all starts with the self of love. And it not loving yourself is being in those relationships where you feel like you have to center around a man, or you have to center around that, because that is just all narcissistic and demonic in itself. And I experienced that for 10 years. And then now I've left that and walked away from it. So now I'm in an era where I want to help other girls know what the signs are, know what the language looks like, know what the environment looks like, and they can leave that and be and choose themselves.
Okay, I love that. I think that I'm hearing two different things go on, and I want to simplify it for you. That is beautiful. I think that, I guess my question to you to help me understand, right? Or to let's figure this out together. Talking about all of that, leaving narcissistic environments, right? Because I feel like you stepped away from the why, right? And I love that this is happening. How does talking about that, how are we going to talk about that and get somebody to buy from you? Because as beautiful as that is, and it's something that needs to be talked about, the end goal is done. You need people to hit that buy button. I think that there's two different branding things happening here. And you're going to need two different pages because that conversation is different than
Selling a done for you product.
right. And it could work, but I want to make this so simple until you get into the swing of things, and then you can marry that in um more. But this is why I love that this is happening. That is moving away from why I heard you say you're doing this. And this why it's great, but it's not going to get nobody to hit the buy button. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want to tell you that you should not do this, but I want you to be strategic because this happens all the time. It happens all the time. We forget why we're doing something. And that technically this is why you're doing it. So let me just say that, right? Like I understand 100%. This is why you're doing it, but it's not the narcissistic environment because remember when we talk about our why, you can easily go to another environment that's not narcissistic, but that's still um a job or whatever. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If you don't, like, I need you to tell me because I will say it differently. So the selling point is in your why. This why is for like a personal branding page that I love, but we're not focusing on getting someone to click the link in your bio to buy a done for you digital product. Me being in a narcissistic relationship or environment and coming across your page, I'm going to relate to that. And this is another topic we talk about later on in the day. We become so relatable in our content, we don't get the sales. I just posted a video last night about this. We don't get a sale because it's so far detached from what we actually want our buyer to do. What are you gonna say to someone if you keep showing up on their feed talking about, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I can only help you if I know clearly what you're trying to say. If I'm seeing the energy being focused on narcissist, getting out of these bad masculine environments, work environments, or relationships, whatever it may be, like, how does that help me to hit buy? Now, in your why, when I heard you say, you did mention being in like a masculine environment, but but hold on. But the energy has to be more focused on like, I guess, just more of the okay, this is how we turn it around. This is how we turn it around. Like, we just focus more on like the soft girl. Hold on, y'all.
You
Hold
can
on.
come back to me. It's okay. I don't want to take up
No,
everybody's
no, no, no,
time.
no, no, no. Because I'm sure this has to be helping somebody else too. Because I feel like I'm gonna say what I said already, right? Now that I've heard what you said, like I said what I said, I heard what you said. I'm gonna say what I said again. And I want you to kind of see, like, try to see what I'm saying, because I'm invested in this now. Like, in order for somebody to hit the buy button, right? They want to relate to you, but it can't be so, it has to be like me, okay. If I work in construction and I'm just tired of not being in my true feminine aura, right? Because I can't. Like, why am I gonna get my nails done? They're gonna get dirty and dusty and chip, and I'm gonna feel like that's a waste of money when I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, but it's like, damn, I'm gonna have to get my nails done sooner, right? Or I can't get my hair done because I'm wearing a hard hat every single day, but I want to get out of that, and all I know is these construction jobs. That's where I feel comfortable at. So I would only be stuck getting a job there, or I'm just gonna do digital marketing because it's gonna give me the kind of freedom I want to live in my soft girl era. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's the selling point. That's gonna make me say, I feel exactly what the fuck she's saying. Let me hit the buy button. Like, you have to solve a problem. That's the thing. What problem are you solving by hyper focusing on narcissistic environments? Or am I just replaying that over my head, and that's not really what you mean? You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Does anybody have a thought about what I'm saying, or like to help us out here? Like,
I actually do.
okay.
If I had to go off of her, I guess saying the narcissistic relationships, I will put it towards more like the importance of women having their own money or having financial stability so they can leave certain situations.
Boom.
I would kind of, yeah, I would do that.
And if that's what you're like, that's a good thing to say, but like, only say that if that's like what you're trying to say. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to create something that you're like, that's not resonating with me. Like, it's important, I believe that, but that's not what I'm passionate about. I'm just
Are
more
you
passionate.
are you saying that like it's like two different messages basically?
Yeah, I
Like
think
two
that's
different
where
signals?
I'm
Yeah.
confusing everybody.
Yeah.
It's two different
Yeah.
messages because it's
You're going really deep, and it's two separate things. And that's why I'm like, I'm hearing more of a personal branding page, because you have to remember, when we're doing this digital marketing, you either have to entertain somebody, educate them, or motivate them. Figure out which one of those three you're doing, right? Are you entertaining, educating, or motivating them? And you can do that, with what you're telling me, but we had to wrap it up to, how do you solve the problem? Like, what is the problem? The problem is that I'm stuck on, and I can easily get unstuck if you just clarify for me, right? This is why it's so important to notice stuff, because when you start posting content, it's like, what the fuck are we even talking about here, right? The problem that I hear is I'm tired of being in masculine working environment. I've done it long enough. I'm tired of waking up early. I'm tired of and I keep giving the example, wearing the hard hat, can't get my hair done. All I really truly want to do is live in my soft girl era. And I can't do that while I'm at this job. That's the problem. Well, how do you fix it? How do you fix being able to live in your soft girl era if you are working in a masculine work environment that says otherwise? You get the fuck out of it and you do digital marketing. Like it has to be so
I
simple
get it.
for
I get
people
it.
to understand.
And
I
I
get it. I think you just made it so much more bigger, and I just seen a bigger vision. It can start here, but it will stream off into a personal branding
It
page of the
will.
narcissist stuff. But start here
Right.
to attract the money, attract the audience, and then take it there. Thank you, Tyler, because that just clicked in my head and I got it. And ooh, girl, okay.
Okay.
yeah, can I say something?
What's
I
your
was gonna say that part about being in a masculine environment, I would stop on your page if you was to say that, because I come from an IT background and all I'm surrounded with is men.
men?
Even if I wouldn't
Okay.
relate to construction, I would
Uh-huh.
relate to being in the masculine environment. And I just want to be where I can just be feminine and not have to worry about, the men.
That resonate with sales
Okay.
so much better than
Ooh, y'all got my head going.
the other
All
stuff. And
right.
that's why we do these, because I know this is exactly what happens to
Okay.
people. They get lost in like a story and it's like, you forgot your why.
That's been my problem. I'm
Stick with
getting
the
lost.
why.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
stick with the why. The why are you doing this?
amen.
What is the problem we are solving? Does anybody else want to hit me with something? Oh, yeah, I think I got it. All I know is that if anybody hit me up in my DMs and say, "Can you look at my videos?" and it is 100% wrong, I wouldn't be mad because you had a chance to ask me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be mad.
Have it, because you
Okay.
said mine's already.
Yes. So you got yours. Okay, perfect. I feel like I don't know whose I did. I feel like I did everybody's, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that's how simple you want this to be. Because the next part of posting content is we're going to say these same things over and over and over. Like, it's not going to change. Like, this is what I want. This is the problem. This is how you solve it. Very easy. The world has ADHD. We have an attention span of 3 seconds. You give too much of a story, you lost me. Unless you're trying to entertain me, I'm lost. I thought I was supposed to buy something. Now I'm over here journaling because, honey, you was hitting all the points. Like, bitch, I was in a narcissistic relationship. That's crazy. I didn't know that till you just told me. Like, and they're like, well, I actually wanted you to buy this. I didn't actually, so it's like the sales stream has to be just, this is your problem, baby. We have the same problem. So I'm talking to you. This is how we're gonna solve it. It ain't solved yet, but these are the steps I'm taking right now, and you can do it too. Point blank, period. That is the formula to making crazy money fast. Okay? All
We
right.
get the replay of this, right?
Yes, you do. I
Okay.
love this. This is the stuff I'm talking about, right?
You got me excited. All right. Okay.
Okay. Um, Tone. So we talk about your brand, your tone, your style of the product, social media, the values you communicate, and your brand story. Let heavy on the brand story. I'm gonna say that till I'm blue in the face. Your brand story. People are gonna buy your brand story before they buy anything else. So you're gonna say that shit all the time. Every time y'all see me get on live, I start off with that brand story. Because even though you be on my live every day, there's 5 new people who haven't heard it yet. I I make the money because I repeat the story over and over and over. Then I provide the solution, and then I tell them if they ask how they can do it too. I over give information to make you feel like you don't even need what I have to sell. But because you fell in love with the story and you've built trust with somebody and they keep showing up, you have no choice but to buy it. It's a shortcut. Why would I buy it from someone else and why would I do my own? Do y'all get it? The logic is all psychological. Okay? All right. We're gonna skip this. You're gonna name your product. Think about your brand aesthetic. I don't have a brand aesthetic. TikTok, you don't need an aesthetic. YouTube, you don't need an aesthetic. Instagram, you probably should have an aesthetic. If that's what you want to do, cool. I don't have time for that. My apartment, there's nothing aesthetically pleasing about my apartment. So like I'm not about to one day I'll buy a house and that'll be the come up. All right. But I'm not worried about an aesthetic. You guys, if you have it in you, I suggest you do it. Everybody's built differently. If you have that in you, if you have the time and the patience, I 1,000% believe you should do it. If you don't, it's not necessary. You can make a lot of money without an aesthetic, okay? But keep things the same, like colors and fonts and stuff like that. Even for me, I'm not good at that, but I'm rebranding everything because I understand that that's actually making me miss out on a lot of sales. Okay. We're gonna skip examples of the titles. We're gonna skip brand aesthetic. Yeah, it takes most of my time. Creating your digital product. We're gonna skip. Okay. Let's talk about this section real quickly. So you have your digital product. You got the Make Money Online Blueprint. Cool. You read it. You did all those other steps and questions we just spent an hour or two going over. So now you should have almost a crystal clear idea as to who you're going to be talking to when it comes time to do content. Okay? And we're going to test that out shortly. So now we need to get your link in your bio. You get your link in your bio by oh, where is it? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. So you would edit this product. You would go to anything that had, let me go up here. My picture, you would come here, take mine out, put yours in, which is very easy to do. You would just click it, and then you would click on uploads. I'm not gonna click that because I don't know what pictures are gonna pop up. And oh, you did? That's so nice, Alexis. I love when I give information that is actually really helpful. Click on uploads, select a photo, and drag it here. Or you can take this whole thing out. I'm gonna be honest with you, my book is ugly, but that didn't matter to me because the information is amazing. Like my book is ugly. My book, if we're looking at the aesthetic, it's trash. I did this shit in 2 to 3 hours so I can make money in 14 days. That's my God honest truth. There are typos in here. And I'm gonna be honest again, some of these typos came from the person who I bought it from before. Not proud of it, but I'm just telling y'all, like y'all can still make money. People get the gist. They can read, they can figure out what was supposed to be said. They have the information that they didn't have before. That's all that really matters. Okay, cool. And then any of my links, you would just change to yours. I'm trying to find an example of that. Give me un momento. Okay, so like right here, it's super easy to set up your stand store. So anything that has a hyperlink, so anything like when you double click right here, it's bolded with a line under. Here's my stand store. You guys would activate your stand store with my link, and then you would get your stand store link and replace my link with yours because this is another stream of income when all of your email subscribers start clicking on it and start getting their free 14-day trial. Y'all get that? So anywhere where I have a hyperlink, you would change it to your hyperlink. Okay? Cool. And then you would put your link in your bio. On Instagram, no special requirement. You could just drop the link in your bio. On Facebook, you can do the same thing. On TikTok, you need to change your account to a business account, get your EIN, which is for free, upload that form. It takes 10 days. Now you can put a link in your bio. So stand store is better. Listen, I've tried them all. I've had a Shopify, I've tried Beacons, I've tried Milkshake, I've tried Linktree, I've tried them all. I like Stand Store because it's easy, but it's so efficient. And I was saying that before I became an ambassador with them. Like I didn't even think I was able to become an ambassador with them when it happened. I truly love Stand Store. I stand by them because otherwise I would have been gone from them. But yes, their back office is easy for beginners. It's just so simple, but like, and even experts use it because it's just like it has everything you need and it's super easy. That's why I like Stand Store. The link to purchase the product. Um, no, to get your wait, what was you asking me, Jovina?
I was saying, do you have to put the link? You said put the link in the bio. Which link are you talking about? To put in?
Your Stand Store link in your
Okay,
bio
that's what
that
I mean.
has
Okay.
all of your other links. Okay. What if you already had a Stand Store? That's fine. Then you ahead of the game. You got a Stand Store. You still put your link, your Stand Store link, where they belong. Here, anywhere that references the Stand Store. All right. Okay, cool. Tells you how to set up your Stand Store. Again, my link. Oh no, that's her link. Hold up. See? Hold on. Let me I didn't want to do that. Hold on, y'all. What am I doing? Assets over here. Let's change this because this has been like this for a whole year now, which is crazy. Okay. You see, this is what I'm talking about. What did I just open? Okay, let's close out of that. Hold on, y'all. One sec. Edit. All right, y'all see, that was a perfect example of how you change your links. All right. Now, this is important. Y'all want to make sure you have your freebie. Your freebie comes in the Make Money Online Blueprint. Your freebie is what's going to generate your leads. So instead of at the end of your videos, instead of telling people to buy from you, you would say, if you want more information, comment freebie below so you can get my freebie. And then they'll comment something and then they'll naturally go to the link in your bio and they'll see your freebie. And in your freebie, it's like another step to upsell them to buy something from you. Y'all get it? So before you even get your thing, your first ebook, edited, edit your freebie. That was the first thing I did. I'm telling you, I don't create no excuses. If I don't make money, it's my fault. While before I even edited this, I immediately went to the freebie that I had got from the girl and I edited the freebie. Well, I got the freebie and then I put a hole in my pants. Then I bought the product and then I cross-checked and saw that her freebie was the same freebie in this kit. And so I edited the freebie. The freebie was like a couple pages long, but it was written in such big font. It ended up being like 4 or 5 pages long. I edited that first. I got that in my Stand Store link and I put the Stand Store link in my bios. And then I waited for TikTok to approve it, but it was in everybody else's bio. And so while I was making TikTok videos, before I could put the link in my bio, I would send people because I think you could put your Instagram link on your TikTok page. I would literally send people to my Instagram and say, you can get the freebie if you visit my Instagram. It's linked in my bio. And that's how they would get my freebie because you could put a link in your bio on Instagram while I was waiting for that 10 days for TikTok to approve my business account. Y'all see what I'm saying? Gotta be resourceful. How many people on here? Okay. Okay. So do your freebie first. Get it in your bio because you can start posting content while you editing this. Okay. All right. Accounts should always be public. Optimize your bio. That just means, my target was stay-at-home mom, so I put that in my title. I would refrain, honestly, especially on TikTok. I wouldn't put When I say optimize your bio, I wouldn't put nothing about digital products in your name or anything. I wouldn't do that because you're going to fall in the category of everybody else who's in digital products. The point of optimizing your bio is to optimize it to the people you're trying to find. You're not trying to find people interested in digital marketing because they don't know that they need digital marketing. Makes sense? The person you're looking for does not know that they need digital marketing. So, it could be words like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I put that. It could be relatable content. It could be, you know, your bio could say something like, and you can change your bio often because I change mine often. It's however I'm feeling and however I'm evolving. You could put something like, 9 to 5, single mom working 9 to 5, trying to get freedom, like something like that, because then you're going to connect with other people who fall in the category of moms who are working 9 to 5s, and that's actually your audience, right? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by when I say optimize. I know that's different than what people teach you or even what some of this book tells you, because it'll tell you to use words like digital marketing, digital products, so that way when people search you, you pop up in the search. But like I said, I'm learning that when people are searching, that need my product, they don't know they need it. So people who are searching stay-at-home moms, SAHM, my page pops up because they're looking for a community. So I fall in that community. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. And then it tells you how to optimize it. I'm gonna skip that because y'all got eyes and y'all can read that. Unless y'all have questions about that. Do you? Yes or no? Creating your terms and conditions, you can literally just copy mine. The great thing is Stan Store has one as well, so you can just use that. How would you optimize it? How would you optimize if you not a mom? So let me go to my notes, my mom. Does somebody want to help me with Naima? Because I could do this all day by myself, but I want to see how y'all brains are working. So Naima wants to own her own apartment. She knows what it feels like to live in shelters and to live in poverty, and she's just ready to get into better places and have more resources, right?
Yeah.
So she would be in my head to make this easy, and again, this could change in a few weeks or when you
Mm.
start posting content, relatable content, right? So you're just so do you currently work?
Not at the moment, just college.
See, girl, you didn't say that. Hold on. I didn't write it. Hold on, girl. There you go, girl. That's your audience. College students. College students be broke as hell. They be
Mm,
broke. Because they
that's
be in
true.
their
Yeah.
studies. It's hard out here. They be out of state away from home, honey. It's like, how am I gonna make ends meet? How am I,
Right, right,
how am I
yeah.
gonna get this meal card, honey? Right? So that's your audience. So you could put
Mm,
college student posting relatable content. It could be that easy for right now. Because then all
okay,
your
okay.
college students are gonna, all the people who are in college are going, you're gonna pop up in that community. That's who you're targeting.
Right. Okay,
Struggle to
okay.
success.
Yeah.
Yes, but make sure you put college students somewhere or the college that you go to, even if you wanted to do that. Like
Okay.
something like that, right? Or what's your major?
What is it? Business, business. Yeah. I'm in
I
business.
love this for you because you know
Yeah.
what? Your content, your page, you won't be such a box. Like this is good.
Mm,
You won't be in such a box. So you could just put
yeah.
college student attending such and such, or leave that part out, studying business management or business management major, whatever. I don't care. But
Mm,
those are your words. Keep it simple. Posting
okay,
relatable,
okay.
oversharing my life in college,
Okay,
oversharing my
okay.
struggle in college to success. Like something
Right.
like that. So when I see it, it's like I'm in college. It's definitely a struggle, and I'm definitely trying to be successful. What she got on her page? I
Right,
connect
right,
it
right.
immediately. Remember, we're not
Right.
talking to everybody, just a certain group. So that's what I would put. Is that helpful?
Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah, that sounds good.
Awesome. All right. This is the only step you can skip in this book. Filing your LLC, you do not have to do that right away. It can be expensive. I know in Massachusetts, we're probably like either the most expensive or the second most expensive outside of California. It costs us $550 to start an LLC. And then in other states, it's like $80 to $150. But this is the only step you can skip right now. It's filing your LLC because you could do this under your social or your EIN until, in the next 2 to 3 months, you start generating some money to officially drop your social and do this under an LLC. So this is the only step in this book that you do not have to do right away. Everything else needs to be done. Y'all got it? Cool. Marketing on Instagram. Who we made it through, child. Guys, I literally need like 5 minutes. I'm hot. I need to get out of this sweater. Give me 4 to 5 minutes. Let's reconvene at 8:36 so I can change my shirt and let me get some ice.
Okay.
All right, Cheryl. Make sure you get the replay. It'll be on my YouTube channel. All right. I'll be back at 8:36 or 7. Give me a minute, okay? Because your girl's hot. How do I mute this? All right. See you later, Yolanda. All right, we're back. Okay. Everybody's back? All right. Oh, I don't think everybody's back yet. Mm-hmm. Let's wait 1 more minute. There you go. You're welcome. All right. Hmm. Let's talk about marketing. This says marketing on Instagram, but really, the marketing, we're going to do the same on all platforms just to make this easy. I literally post whatever I post on TikTok is what I post on Instagram and is what I post on YouTube and Facebook. Some platforms get more views than others, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Hmm. I'm big on organic marketing. And my other business, when I had a service-based business, I ran ads because it just made sense. But I feel like when we grow organically, um, it doesn't mess with your algorithm because once you stop spending money on ads, your engagement is very low. So I don't believe that you should be running ads unless you intend on being the kind of brand that it's not you're not the face of it, you're just trying to sell a product, so you're gonna spend money on advertisement. That's a whole nother thing. I haven't even figured that out yet, but you could do that. I don't know how to do that. I just know how to grow organically. So I already said this before. People buy from the people that they like, know, and trust. You build trust by being consistent and showing up on someone's timeline every single day with some new content. That's how I build trust in you. That's how I feel like I get to know you because I'm seeing new versions of you every single day online. And then I decide if I like you or not, right? That can somebody just say consistency in the chat? I know a lot of people have been texting me and they're like, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to make money. I'm just having a hard time being consistent. And I preach about this all the time on my TikTok lives. If you're not going to be consistent, you're not going to win. Consistency is the name of the game. Consistently failing forward. Right now, y'all are failing in the same circle of shit. So I don't know how else to like say it, but we trying to feel like some new shit now, okay? In these next 30 days, we gonna feel like some new shit every single day. If you stuck on the same shit from last week or last year, honey, it ain't gonna work out. You ain't gonna get to a new bag unless we're failing at some new stuff. So failing forward is 1,000% acceptable. It's 1,000% necessary in these next 30 days. The road to 30K in 30 days. Like y'all have to be failing forward. If you stuck on the same shit from last week, we're not gonna win. Okay? So I need y'all to engrave that in your brain. Say it every time you're unsure to hit the post button. Say it every time you are criticizing yourself when you're rewatching a video you just spent 10 minutes making that was only 45 seconds long. Post the fucking content, okay? Because you won't know how it does until you post it and you're like, that was actually trash and I felt like it was trash. But TikTok and Instagram confirmed that. So until you get the confirmation from social media, because what you might think is trash is like the simplest shit that's gonna go viral. You said the simplest thing that just got you 100 new followers or 100 new email subscribers. So the test of time is we're posting and we're gonna let social media tell us. We learn from them, okay? And we're gonna become obsessed with failing. If we did not fail again, like we posted a video and we didn't fail at it, we're not doing something right. which means if you're not failing, because I expect everybody to, that just means you're not posting. So if you're just not posting and you're not failing, you've already lost. Okay? I want y'all to post bad shit. Okay. I think I said it. I think I nailed it in your head. Hopefully. Okay, moving right along. Ideas for content topics. I'm not gonna stick on this long. I just want to get to the fun stuff. Your why behind selling a done-for-you digital product. You already talked about that. Your why is your why. We went over this already. I think we did. We did. We went over everybody's why. I think we're clear on why. And your why in our beginning stories is going to be so intentional and so straightforward. We're going to be like, this is why I'm selling digital products. Okay? Did I say that right? Yeah, I think I did. In our videos, when we are connecting, when we're talking to our audience in our videos, we're going to state the problem, we're going to state the solution, and so this is why I'm selling digital products. I want us to say that in all of our videos for the next 7 days. Your results, you guys don't have results yet. So when we do post videos about results, we're gonna be honest and be like, it's day 10, ain't made $1 yet. Okay? But we're gonna keep going. That's your results. We're starting at 0. It's okay to say it's day 10 and I ain't made $1. Don't compare yourself to the people that can post screenshots that they made $10,000 in a day, okay? Don't worry about that. We're gonna get there. So I want y'all to be real and say, day 25, no sales. All right. We're gonna eventually talk about what done-for-you digital products are, because as we get on here, part of the strategy is documenting every single day what we're doing to solve our solution that is connecting to our audience. We're gonna document every single day. Can somebody put document every single day in the chat? Because I want y'all to understand that. I do not want to see content when I go sneak up on y'all pages. If I see anything that was not specifically documenting the step you took to make digital marketing work for you that day, I'm going to text you some mean shit. I am, because at that point, you're not listening to me and I'm banking on y'all to make $1,000. Like, I really am. Like, I have a bet with my husband. He bets that none of y'all are gonna do it. He said they ain't gonna do it. I told him I'm confident too. I mean, I know all of y'all could do it, but I can't, like I know there's gonna be 2 people. That's just mathematics, Math has taught me this. Like, I know I can get 2 people to stick this through. So if I check your page and you talking about what the fuck you wore that week, or you did a Whole Foods haul and you went against the strategy, and then you tell me you didn't understand, I'm gonna be mad. So if you don't understand right now what the strategy is, tell me. Can someone tell me what the strategy is? Come on here and say it. Type it in the chat. I don't, just someone confirm that they understand. I said it once or twice. What the strategy is gonna be for at least 7 days. It's a little quiet.
Yeah. Sales
Huh?
to get 10 sales.
The strategy to get 10 sales. Okay, I'll say it again. I'll take responsibility on this one. I said it fast. The strategy for us to make the $1,000, which is 10 sales, is we are posting every single day. We're documenting every day a step we took to make digital marketing solve our problem, our why. Do y'all get it?
Can I just
We are
ask a
documenting,
question?
huh?
What documentation do you want us to do, or we're supposed to be doing in the process of making digital marketing work for us to get 10 sales?
Yes, we're gonna get into that. So the steps are literally, if we take it back from the beginning, y'all know how we got on here, and we spent 2 hours on like the beginning.
Connecting.
Hmm?
Connecting.
That's a part of the strategy. Absolutely. Yes, it is. The strategy is I like this because it shows me where I am fucking up. Excuse my language. This is great. Thank you. So the strategy is we're documenting. We're gonna literally, and I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna keep giving examples, okay? Because then I'm gonna open up another ebook that we're gonna follow the system with. The strategy for making our sales, now that we have our link in our bio, is we are gonna come on here, we're gonna share our why. But we're gonna talk like it's a FaceTime call to our viewer, our friends that we don't know on TikTok and Instagram, right? And we're gonna tell them our why, and we're gonna say, this is why I got into digital marketing, and this is the first thing I'm gonna do to hopefully make this $1,000. The first step was getting a done for you digital product, right? That was the first step. We're documenting the very first step. So every step that we take, we're gonna then come on social media, make a video of that step that we did. This book is nothing but steps, right? Like this book is nothing but information of things we need to think about or things that we need to do in order to be successful on social media. So I'm gonna get on here. I'm tapping into character right now to further explain, to give an example of what I mean when I say we are only documenting the steps that we're taking to make digital marketing work first on social media. We're using social media as our diary. That's our marketing strategy. This is my problem. I do not like it. I'm getting into digital marketing because I have a goal of making $1,000 by the end of this month with digital products. Do y'all understand that part? Cool. So I'm gonna pop my phone up. I know I'm talking in layman's terms, but I have to because I want y'all to understand how simple. I'm trying to make everything simple for y'all. We're gonna pop our phone up. We're gonna open up TikTok and we're gonna say, I'm wondering, friend, if you work in a masculine environment and you wear a hard hat and you're like, it's about to be summertime and I want to get my hair done. I want to get cute and I want to wear makeup. But your job just does not allow that because you're a construction worker. Am I talking to you? Because that's my life right now. And I'm just tired of working. I'm tired of getting up, working in masculine environments. I'm ready to live in my soft girl era. And I just don't want another job because I don't want to wake up early. I want to wake up when I want to. And so the only thing I could think of right now that's going to fix that problem is if I get into digital marketing because I'm seeing way too many people get online and they talking about they making thousands of dollars a day by the time they wake up and before they take a shower. So I got a digital product. It's going to work because it's working for everyone else. I have this blueprint, I have these steps, and I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to use this page as my diary to show you guys the journey of me making $1,000 with digital products. I'm going to teach you guys what I'm learning so you can do it with me. And we're going to grow our accounts and it's going to work because I'm just tired of being a construction worker at this point. So follow my page if you want the free tea because I'm going to do another video right after this with step number 1. All right, bye. Okay, so now I opened up my book. It's
Tyler, you make it so simple.
because it is,
You
and
make
that's
it
why
so
I'm gonna
easy
do
and
this shit for
simple.
all of y'all. It's easy. This is when I journal, and your words on the screen. Day 1 of changing my life. Day 2 of living in my soft girl era or trying to. Day 3 of not being on call 24/7 at my job. Day 4 of trying to become successful while I'm in college because times is hard. This shit is easy. That's what I want y'all to, and it just requires consistency. This is the strategy that is going to make y'all money. I feel it tingling in my bones. I just need y'all to do it because I can't do it for you. Okay? That was your first video. That's the icebreaker. Now they know me. I popped up on their feed. They're like, shit, I work. Let me follow her. Oh, she don't got another video up yet? Or whatever. I'm not gonna follow her right now. But because they looked at your video and they watched it, when video number 2 pops up, because this is how the algorithm works, your video is going to pop up on their feed. That's why you got to be consistent. Video number 2. All right. Pulling my phone up. I'm just going to do a couple of these and then we're going to keep it going. But I want y'all to see this is, if y'all look at my page and analyze the shit, this is all that I did to make this money. Shit is easy. I just got on here and said, I can't feed my kids. I can't, girl, I won't be able to feed my kids in a few days if I don't make this money. I didn't say that, but like, okay. So, okay, I'm pulling my phone up. Day number 2 of a college student trying to make some extra money because times is hard on campus, okay? So I told you guys already, I'm in college. I'm not on a meal plan because I just couldn't afford it. So I had to pay for my own food and I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. And I'm seeing people make money online with digital products. I haven't made a dollar yet, but I have this blueprint, I have these steps, and I'm gonna document those steps with you guys. So step number 1, it told me I already did that. I got a blueprint. The blueprint I got was the Make Money Online blueprint. And when you buy a digital product, a done for you digital product, you get the rights to resell it like it's your own. And yeah, that's kind of like the shortcut. So I don't have to make my own and spend time doing that because I don't really know shit. So there goes that. Now, let me tell y'all what the next step is. Let's just skip down to step number 2. It told me to figure out what my why is. So I'm doing this because, like I said, I moved out of state. I'm in college. I have no one to help me. And I don't have a meal plan. I want to eat steak, and I don't have steak money right now. So I'm gonna try this digital marketing thing so I can try to make some steak. So if you guys want to try to make this money with me, because I'm gonna share the steps with you, just comment college student below because I have actually a free guide that I also purchased and I want to give that to you guys so that we can do this together. Because how many of y'all are in college and actually hate the food that's on your meal plan and you prefer to be eating surf and turf instead? Yeah, well, we're gonna get the money to eat surf and turf while we're in college. So make sure you tune in, comment college student below, and I'm going to give you the free guide. Okay, guys, bye. Online college student shit. Okay. All right. This shit is easy. So now you just did step number 2, but you documented it because it says, what's your why? That was the second step in this book. So I just picked up my phone and said, my problem is this. I'm getting into digital marketing because I want to do X, Y, and Z. And the first step is to do this. Find out what my why is. And I just told it by having a conversation with the person on the other side. I don't really know shit yet because I just only got to the second step, which was what's my why? This is how you post stuff without really actually knowing what the fuck you're doing, but you're just going step by step. You could post 3 videos in one day. You did step 1, introducing yourself. Step 2, you introduce yourself again. But now you share what the second step was in the book. Find your why. Here's my why. Very personable. I'm not like trying to be super professional. I'm trying to be personable with you because you can connect with me better. Do y'all get it? Okay. Step number 3. What's another step? Hold on. I'm literally just as I'm reading stuff, I could literally come here and say, deciding your target audience. All right, step number 3. Hold on, let me pull out my book. Is Gigi on here? Okay, she's here. I'm only trying to do examples from people who shared something and they're on here. All right. Pulling up my phone. There's an effect. Let me tell y'all a trick, and y'all have seen it. You've seen creators press the record button while their phone was down and pull it up like this. Or you've seen creators hit the record button and then show the motion of them turning their phone around to face you. There is something psychologically happening when we see that. As the person scrolling on the other end, I feel like I already am about to I feel like I'm listening to my friend talk to me now because it was so unplanned. It seems very just like, oh, my friend just called me and she had to pick her phone up. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like the phone was already propped up and I have to come on here and talk proper. Like there's no pressure. You get what I'm saying? Like you lose the pressure when you decide in your head. I'm just talking to my friend who cares if the phone's down. When I answer it, I hit accept and then I pick the phone up and now I'm talking to a friend. Let me tell y'all something. TikTok and Instagram love that. I've been invited to many meetings, many Zoom meetings. They tell us this. That's why you see people doing it. Follow what you see, okay? So, okay. My next tip on me documenting my journey. I read the book. Now I'm at the part where it says deciding your target audience. Once I've done the work, I've taken time to figure out who my target audience is. Now I'm going to pull up my phone and I'm going to share my story again, my why, and I'm going to say day 4 of trying to make $1,000. We're still at 0. It's all good. Okay. But if you've been following me, I'm telling you guys the steps that I'm taking from this blueprint that I have so that one of us can make $1,000 first. So make sure you bookmark this for later because this is step 4 in the process of making $1,000 from your phone with digital marketing as a complete beginner. Because your girl ain't made no money yet. I'm a beginner. If you look at my page, I only got a couple of followers right now. All right, moving right along. So I am on step 4 of finding out who my target audience is, and I decided my target audience is me. I used to be an entrepreneur. I'm used to working for myself. Moved out of state because I was just tired of the life I was living. Things got a little crazy. I had to get a job for the first time in 20 years, and I don't like it because I have a whole kid, and I feel like I'm not a present parent, and I'm used to like being in my kid's life all day because I have my own schedule. I could do what I want and I was making crazy money. But now it's like I'm working this 9 to 5 and I just miss that feeling of having the freedom to be with my kid whenever I want it. So that's who I'm talking to. Are you a mom or dad, whatever? And you're like, I used to be an entrepreneur, or maybe you've never been an entrepreneur, but like you are dying to know what it feels like to just be with your kid all day. Like that's just all you want. You want to be like a full-time parent. You want to get paid for it. Is that if I'm talking to you, you might want to consider getting on this journey with me of learning how to make $1,000 from your phone with digital products because I'm going to give you the steps for free and I would love to do this with you. I need a partner. Comment partner below. Make sure you bookmark this so you can remember how to find your target audience when you decide to get started on your journey of changing your life too. Questions? Out there, you okay? Haven't heard from you much. Y'all good? No questions?
Just trying to think of a word that's for the comment that kind of relates to my journey.
So, what in my notebook? Okay, on call 24/7. You worked. So wait, my question is, you don't have that job anymore, right?
No,
Right, because they
the
canceled it.
contract is gone. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, you want to make money according to how you want to live your life. Okay, cool. I don't know the details. I'm gonna make some shit up, and then you just okay. You pick out what makes sense and what doesn't.
I
Did you
was
want?
gonna say, so since the last time we talked, I had surgery on my ankle.
Okay.
And so I have not been working. And so this is the reason, of course, another reason for me to be able to get back to my 6-figure income. Because I don't want to work or go back to do 24/7.
So you have a lot of options that still, as far as making content, that still leads to like another reason why you have to just make your own money because like you got injured, you had surgery, and it's just like, can you go back to work or you just choose not to because you don't want to. You're just like,
Well, I haven't been cleared yet. I
okay,
haven't been able to drive in 15 months.
okay, okay.
And I
So,
don't want to.
huh?
And I don't want to.
I hear that, girl. I know. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me get my brain juices flowing. Okay. Um, okay. So let me just scroll. So this is literally what I do. Once I do something, or if I'm stuck on something, I know that's what I need to create content on. That's my way of tricking myself into my next video. It's like, damn, I'm stuck on this part. But like I have to trick myself and say if I don't post about this, if I'm stuck on it, this is something that somebody else needs to know. Like that's how you start adding value, right? So anyways, let's see. Let me skip this. Hold on. I'm gonna do one for you. Let me just find my topic. Okay. So now we scroll down to here, right? Something as simple as the next step is to name your product and your brand aesthetic. Actually, no, we're gonna skip that. I don't want to do that. Excuse me. Okay. Let's use this. Step one. Find an ebook or document template on Canva that you like. Keep in mind that even with this great template you choose, you will likely need to move elements. Okay, so this is the part of the book that we're gonna make content on. Do y'all see how I just like scrolled through and was like, here's a step, let's make content. Okay, hold on, let me just think real quick. Okay, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna have to do this over a few times, but let's just do it. All right, here I am. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, day 10 on this journey of changing my life. Because I don't know if some of you guys know if you watch my content or not, but I used to work for the government. I had a job where I was on call for 24, I was on call 24/7, and Trump got into office. He basically closed my department down. The contract ended, and it kind of left me in a bad situation. But I'm happy it happened because I'm tired, quite frankly, of getting up and working for somebody else. Like to give somebody that much power to like be able to just cancel a contract, which means I have no more money coming in, is really scary. And I'm done leaving my income in the hands of anybody else. So I'm on day 10 of trying to make $1,000 from my phone with the done for you digital products, and I haven't made a dime yet, but we are on step 6. Few more steps before the money should be rolling in like everybody else's because they making thousands of dollars a day, honey. And the step that we're on today, and I want you guys to bookmark this. So if you're on the journey too, you know where we're at, you know the next step you need to take. We're on the part where you're going to have Canva and you're going to find an ebook template. And let me pause the video real quick. In the background, you could literally pull up your phone. Let me tell y'all this real quick, and I can share this again. Open up Canva on your phone, screen record yourself doing this step, searching, in the search bar, ebook template, and this will be playing in the background while your picture is in the corner sharing your story. There's a few things happening, but it's gonna have people are gonna be engaged with hearing you, but they're gonna be looking in the back at what you're doing because you're giving a visual. Those videos with videos in the background and you in the corner talking go crazy, especially if it's a part of a step-by-step process, okay? So, sorry, I had to just tell you what's happening in my head in my video. So, we're on a step where you go into Canva and we're gonna find a template for your ebook that you're trying to create if you decided not to get a done for you digital product already. You're gonna go to the search bar as I'm showing right here, type in ebook template, and boom, look at all these ebook templates you can choose from. Find the one that fits your aesthetic. I love Canva. They have a free version, so you don't have to pay for it to get access to this. Another thing that I think is just gonna help all of us make a lot of money as long as we have the steps and we take action. So this is the step that I'm on right now. Tell me in the comments, what template do you guys like? I think I like the purple one. It goes with, because it's my favorite color, but tell me in the comments which one you like. This is the step I'm on. Also in the comments, tell me if you have any questions about this step or DM me. I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay, bye. Yes, you can do that on TikTok. A lot of my videos are like that. Naima. Just picking a step that I'm on. Again, I'm going to keep reminding y'all why I'm doing this so that the person watching the video knows that this is for them because they are in the same position. I keep repeating the same shit over and over. I'm just saying it a little bit differently. Can somebody say easy? Is this easy or no? If it's not, tell me. Tell me it's not easy and why, where you're stuck, where the block is. I want to help you.
You're making it more and more easy to understand by giving us examples so that we can now do it ourselves and making it, I want to say repetition, but repetitive, because that is key. It's just like getting up, brushing your teeth. And after a while, it'll just be like that, second nature. So I get it. Thank you. And it's easy.
It's easy. That's why I wanted a small group so I can go through y'all stuff for the people who shared and show y'all in real time. This is all that we're doing. That's why this is easy. Go ahead.
Sorry, Jamina, that is going to be very relatable because of the whole federal. That just clicked in my head. There are so many people that I personally even know that have lost their jobs and are like, what do I do now? Because the federal has been taken away. So that is a whole niche in itself. I just go,
Girl,
girl, just go.
I'm was your blessing in disguise, honey. Like, I don't know if that's really what happened. I just made that shit up, but I don't know. So it's just like all of y'all who shared have really good niches. Like, you have a really big audience that you're just missing out on. But this is how you provide the value. You're just giving them the steps you're literally doing. This is how you trick yourself on the days where you're like, I have a headache. I cannot get up. I just found out my man that I've been with for 10 years is cheating on me. I just found out that my mom is in the hospital sick. She might not make it. I'm saying worst case scenario shit. Things that'll really get you off of your rocker when you're trying to change your life, because that's what happens. The devil come on in, throw some wild crazy at you when they see you highly motivated, taking action to throw you off your game just one day. That'll mess you up for the rest of the year. You have to remember, it's all you already spent the money on it. You'd be a fool to not get up and make a 60-second video. And it's not complicated. I Day 15, I finally made my first sale, you guys. Remember, I am in college. I do not have a meal plan. I live out of state. I don't have no family here. I don't got a car. I'm so deep in the country, I can't even. I gotta pay somebody to take me to the nearest Walmart to buy groceries. And guess what? I don't. My refrigerator just broke. But listen, I got my first sale with Done For You digital products. Wait, I just lost. I said all of that and forgot what the point was that I was trying to. Sorry, let me start over. Because I forgot what I was even going with when I said that. Um, Day 15, I made my first to do the 5 days. Sorry, I just got an email. Day 15, guys. I just made my first sale. I'm so excited. I've been posting on this app 3 times a day for the last 15 days, giving you guys the steps. And before I talk about me, I want to know in the comments, did anybody who's been watching my content and following the steps that I've been giving on here, has anybody else made any money? Any money at all? If you did, please write it in the comments because I want to talk to you. But okay, back to my story. So you guys know I'm in college. I didn't have a lot of money. I'm running through my savings and I don't like the meal plan at college. And there are other people on campus who like are eating really good. And I'm not gonna hold you. I'm kind of mad. So I was like, I'm gonna get into digital marketing and see how long it's gonna take for me to make some money because I love a good steak. And I just if I had the extra money, I would literally prefer to eat steak and shrimp every single day if I could. But I got into digital marketing. I did these steps. You guys go back and watch the other videos. And I finally made my first sale because I've been following the steps out of this blueprint. So, like I said before, if you guys have been following my page and you have been following the steps too, let me know if you got like email subscribers or if you made a sale, something so I can congratulate you, so I can post you on my page because that's literally what I was doing this for. I took the risk. I made the investment. I bought the blueprint and I wanted to share with you guys the journey so you could do it with me because we all need to be making some money from our phone. So I'm just happy if I can help you do it too. So again, let me know in the comments. I'm so happy I made some money. Okay, bye guys. It's repeating your story. Telling a step and doing it. Oh, that's what I was saying. I see I have ADHD, y'all. I didn't bring it back. Or maybe I did and I forgot. But I was saying, I need your confidence. You have it. And okay, you just gotta do the video. Guys, you gotta remember, I got like this from posting 3 or 4 times a day for 7 days, 7 to 14 days. This shit happened in 14 days. If you look at my first videos, they don't sound the same that they sounded 14 days later. That's a very short amount of time. That's a very short amount of time to like, because when you start repeating the same thing, it becomes so effortless. It's like the formula stays the same. My story hasn't changed. My story is the truth. I know it. And I know what I'm looking at in front of me. So I'm just repeating what I see and I'm repeating my story. I'm excited or I'm not excited. I'm sad. Like whatever you're feeling, feel something and put it in your video. But what I was saying was I hate myself. I forgot again. I remember. When when life throws us these lemons, these crazy lemons to like stop us once we have motion, you have to just remember how easy this actually is. Like, yeah, the situation might be bad in real life what you're going through, but posting this video is actually really easy. Like nothing should get in the way of something that's easy. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say? So I just don't want, because it's gonna happen, y'all. When y'all start doing something new and you start being consistent at it, y'all thought y'all had something being thrown at you now. Something else is gonna be thrown at you to knock you off. So you just have to get back to that why and just make sure you post every day and do it more than once. That's how you get the confidence quicker. I was posting so much every single day because I'm like, I gotta get this. I only got 28 days. Let me post 10 videos and suck at all 10. But tomorrow I won't suck as bad. Because I did 10 in one day and you did 10 in 10 days. You get what I'm saying? So this is actually really easy. Y'all just have to say it's easy and just show up and do it. Do y'all have questions? Where is no question? What am I looking for? I'm looking for, hold on. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Content playbook. This is my favorite book. This is one of my, oh no, this isn't the book. But we can look at this. That's fine. There's two. This is like my third favorite book in the Make Money Blueprint. These are 50 powerful prompts that are the secret gems you can sprinkle on any of your brand content. When you're feeling like I don't know what to post. Let me tell y'all something. This is stuff in this book that you're gonna focus on after we've done the strategy of documenting the steps, because the point of documenting the steps is making yourself valuable, because if you make yourself valuable, people will follow your page quicker. Does that make sense? I just want to make sure I connect the dots so y'all don't go against the grain. We're providing value by providing people who are like us with the solution and giving them the steps to change their situation, which makes us valuable, which makes them want to hit the follow button. People are stingy with their follows for some reason. They don't want to follow you unless you're entertaining them, you're extremely motivating, or you are educational. We are in the educational aspect of it all because, and that's intentional, because it's going to also keep you consistent with doing your next step. You can't post the next step if you're not even doing it yourself. Do y'all see the trickery here? It's all just keeping ourselves in alignment. It makes our job easier. I'm going to do this step and then I'm just going to post a video about it. Very simple. You don't have to figure out what you're posting next. When we're done with that strategy, then you can come over here and start spicing stuff up a little bit. So this is just one of the content playbooks. I'm sure you guys are reading it while I was talking, but just for the sake of the video, I'll read a few of them. Share a story of a challenge or a setback and the golden lesson it taught you. Those are great. When you do videos like that, you know, an aesthetic that you can do. I don't know if it's an aesthetic, but like something that translates well for views on TikTok and Instagram is if you're like walking outside and you're like recording yourself talking about the challenge or the setback and then the golden lessons it taught you. So like when you watch videos of creators walking and they're telling you a situation, 9 times out of 10, it's something like that, a challenge or a setback, and then the thing they learned. Those videos get a lot of views. I don't know why, but I just wanted to sprinkle that in there so you guys know. So this book you'll use a lot once you're done with our educational strategy and your videos start going viral. The other thing I like to tell you guys that I've always said that you guys probably forgot, your videos go viral when you tell the algorithm the same thing over and over for a few days. Because then it's like you become top priority in that space. So if you keep sharing your story about being in college and wanting to eat steak, which sounds ridiculous to some people, you know, like you're going to be the top. If you did 10 videos like that, your videos are going to all go viral. If you are the construction worker who's trying to get from out of her hard hat and live in her soft girl era, so she could be cute all summer long, and you do 10 videos like that, you're going to keep going viral for the people in that space. Hold on. My husband is so random. Okay. So yes, that's why we are doing things this way, being repetitive and posting our steps. I feel like this is it. Like, I feel like this, I'm telling y'all, like, this is literally going to get y'all your first 1K, like it is. I'm going to show you my other favorite book. Just, I have to stop sharing my screen because I don't know what's going to pop up. So give me a second. Can y'all see my screen? You see me? Where's my favorite book? Where is my, oh, here we go. Found it. This is my book, y'all. Hold on. Let me share this. Share. Okay, y'all see my book? My screen. Alexis, Anna K, Gigi. There was somebody else on here. Althea, but she's not on here no more. I haven't heard from y'all. Y'all good? Y'all understand? Y'all have comments? Questions? Where did the book go? Oh, it's right here. I don't have the chat up. If y'all are writing any, I literally cannot see it.
Anna K said no questions.
Okay, thank you. All right. So this is my favorite book. I think this is book number 3 or 4 in the kit. Creative content ideas. These are hooks. We're going to talk about hooks, and then I think we're going to wrap it up. But 38, 39, 30. Oh, a cute little 3 hours. You two better love this. Oh, am I putting this on YouTube? See, now I don't know. Anyways, hooks. I love talking about hooks because hooks is what we always need. 2 to 3 different hooks. I've said this before. I feel like Dunn should know this. I feel like Jabina should know this. I feel like Anna K should know this. Yeah. Y'all should know this because I've talked to y'all about this before. And y'all definitely been on my live before. So here's the test, honey. What? Oh, wait, what am I going to ask you? Okay, how many or what kind of hooks should be in your videos? That's a really great question. I know y'all know the answer to this. I know y'all know it.
Relatable and content connection.
Nope.
Well, it was working for me when I was doing it.
No, like, no, not
What do you mean by that?
so I don't mean
Visual?
yes, visual
Alexis?
hook. Okay. Okay, Alexis. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. That was it. So you hardly got it right. You weren't wrong, but that's not what I was looking for then. But you're right.
Oh, okay. Picture the background.
Alexis got it. So like I did a video. I can't even get up because I just oh I have on shorts. I can get up. Hold on 1 second. I don't feel like getting up. Like in my video, I just posted on YouTube. I had like a Nerf gun in my hand.
Oh, when you did the coffee cup.
With a coffee cup.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything, something visual to be like, what does this have to do with anything? Another video, I had my kids outside, so I had my daughter's bubbles. So I literally propped the phone up, and while I was in the middle of, I was literally playing with my daughter, blowing a bubble with the wand. That was a visual hook on top of the words that I had on top. Here's how I went from broke to making $1,000 a day from my phone with just 47 followers. Those words triggered people. The bubble was like, what does the bubble have to do with what you're talking about? And it kept them on my video a little bit longer. Like the lady with the one eyelash, exactly. And she's smacking her gums. Exactly. You got it. Because you're like, why does she, what is she doing the most right now? And you're gonna watch it just because it's like, girl, your one eyelash is actually on your eyebrow. It's on your eyebrow and you're smacking obnoxiously. I want to hear what you have to say. So the reason why we do this is it's not even necessarily to keep your actual viewer, like the person you actually that's actually going to buy from you. It's not even to keep that person on your video. It's to get your watch time up because the person who's watching the video all the way through at first to get your views up 9 times out of 10 is not going to be your actual viewer, like the person you're talking to. It's like the person who's distracted, who's watching your video, if that makes sense. And the way the algorithm works is the longer your watch time is, and the more engagement you get, meaning the more people who bookmark this, who hit the share button because they thought it was funny, or they thought it was informational, and they have a friend who needs to know this, or who did your call to action and wrote something in the comments. That's all engagement. Watch time and some kind of action on your post. It's engagement. That's the stuff that makes the platform shoot your video out to more viewers. So now that you have expanded past the 300 viewers, past the 1,000 viewer mark, past the 10,000 viewer mark, now you're actually getting your video in the hands of more potential customers who want to connect with you and hit the buy button. Does that make sense? Perfect. That's the longer your watch time is, the more Chase, you're screaming and I'm doing a video. 1 second. Sorry, I had to yell at my kids. Yes. So that's how you get your videos to go viral. So that way you actually get into the hands of the people who you actually want to buy from you. Okay. Okay, cool. So my son is pissing me off. So my favorite hooks that I use over and over are these ones. Like, here's how I went from blank to blank and blank. I would like for you guys right now to fill these blanks in for your own use and share them with me. We're gonna do that one. Actually, you can pick whichever ones you want. These are all really good. So it could be inspirational. It could be, well, I'm on the inspirational page. So let's pick one from the inspirational page. Again, I like this, but you can do any one that resonates with you and fill it in so I can help you perfect it to make sure you're like saying and doing the right things. While you guys do this, I'm gonna take a quick bite of my sandwich. And if this is overwhelming, just go with the first one, please. How I went from struggling college student to eating steak and lobster every day in my dorm. Being able to afford eating steak and lobster every day. I don't know, I just made that up, but yeah.
So this is going to be the end result.
That's a great question. So, good point. Hold on a second.
I got one we could all relate to.
Uh-huh.
Here's how, no, where is it? Where?
Here's how I overcame all the odds.
No, I just seen it. Wait, sorry. I'm blind. This is what happens when you get old. Hold on.
This is a good one. If you want to blink without blink, this is the key. Now,
Oh,
you
so
can
many
still,
people never overcome going live. Here's how I did. I feel like we all struggle with that. Here, so many people never overcome going live. Here's how I did.
love that. Love it. That's amazing. Let me take you back to when, et cetera, et cetera. So I like that one, and I like if you want to blink without blink, this is the key. Now, I use this a lot before I made any money. I would say if you want to make $1,000 a day from your phone, no, something like if you want to make money from your phone, if you want to make $1,000 without having to work or get up and work a 9 to 5 or something like that, here's the key. And then it gave me, I could teach about the step that I needed to convey from my digital products. And it would be anything. Like you need to invest in a done for you digital. Here's 3 easy steps. 1, invest in a done for you digital product. 2, get a stamp store and link it in your bio. 3, get on here and post 3 times a day your why you're getting into the digital marketing space or something like that.
Would you use that one 3 different times and with those steps?
No, no, no.
Just one time
One
and make
time.
it one. Okay.
Yeah. You could, you could do one step 3 different times. You
Well,
could.
no, I'm saying like that one that you're using, like if I use it on Monday and I'm having a brain freeze on Thursday again.
Absolutely.
That's enough.
Absolutely. You can use the same hook every single day if you wanted to.
Okay.
Because the point is you're talking to a new group of people every day. You're not talking to the same followers. The goal is you need to get in front of new people every day. So if they didn't see that video yesterday, that's what I'm telling y'all. We post the same kind of content every single day. Because you're going on people's For You pages, new people every day. So yes, absolutely, you could do that. Okay, so I'm gonna have y'all.
Let me try this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the even though. Here's how. Even though we were taught to work for the government and retire, here's how you can retire on your own terms.
Like it. I like that. And here's the thing. That's good. And the more you do that, use that hook, it's going to keep evolving for you. You're going to start, it's going to be the same thing, but you're going to learn how to use slightly different words to really like punch it in somebody's face. But even that, like that is a good place to start. And you're gonna keep using it. You're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna try saying it this way now. And then you're gonna say a little bit better, and that video gonna go crazy. You're gonna be like, that. Those are the words I gotta use. You know, that's how you. When I say feel your way forward, that's how you do it. So yes, that's good. Anybody else want to say one? All right, I'm gonna tell you another day. I'm hungry. I got this Wagyu steak. This Wagyu. First of all, I haven't eaten beef in a long time. But there's this new pizza place where I live. It's in the South and it's called Gary's Pizza. Try it out on Washington Street done. Wagyu beef meatball. Shit is delicious. And it's cold. I had it all day. Been eating this stuff all day. Okay. Nobody else?
Don't give me an aesthetic idea.
Okay, let's try one from another category. Y'all must be sleeping. I love disruptive content. Let me tell y'all a quick story. I'm trying to grow my personal page now. Oh my God. I'm trying to grow my personal page now. And I love saying things to make people mad. So like they're calling, people are calling it bait. What is it called? Bait rage, click rage, whatever it's called.
Clickbait.
Yeah, but like the word rage is in it. What is it, Alexis? What is it? Rage bait or something. Anyways, shit that you say to make people mad, to make them click, rage bait, okay. To make them click and like be mad at you and leave a mad comment. I've been doing that a lot lately. And I went on YouTube, honey, and that video's on it. Y'all could go check the comments. And I got thousands of comments. Like people are mad. I put hot topic. I put hot pick. I took my kids out of school so that we could become full-time content creators. That made people so mad. And I love it. It's so disruptive. Like it's like get mad at me. I mean, that's not why I took them out of school. Obviously, it's like if you know me, you would know why I took them out so I can homeschool them. But like it got people so mad. Anyways, that anger made my video go viral, and I made so much money yesterday. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna stay here in this disruptive content area because making people mad at you is a coin maker, honey. Like people be on here making people mad for money. Then people's like, you took your kids out of school to be a content creator and you only got 700 YouTube followers. You're a piece of shit, mom. I'm like, yes, I just made $2,000 today. Let me go take my kids to the park. Anyways, um, disruptive content. I love it. Like, I don't get mad at that stuff. I love it. I'm like, well, you're mad. Yes. I love it. I'm crazy. But yes, disruptive. It doesn't have to be that disruptive. But these, let me see if I can find my favorite one. I like this one. Simple. Here's what others aren't telling you. Like, I love this. Um, I also love the putting the words. I say, don't waste your money on this, right? I put the words and then it's like, I'm gonna tell you something like, it'll say, don't waste your money on this. And then I'll speak and say digital products. Like if you haven't spent a couple $100s on a done for you digital product, you are missing out. Like I totally flipped it around. And so I got them to stay on the video and they watched it, and that's going to make the watch time go up, and that's going to make my video fall into the lap of somebody who actually cares. That's the whole trick. This is all marketing. That shit's happening to us all day long. We get wrapped up in it.
Wait,
Yeah,
is it not to disrupt you, but I know I seen something like on TikTok where it was like, this is why you shouldn't get into digital products, digital marketing, because you're gonna make $1,000. Like it's like a trick in the beginning. Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fashion Nova is good for it, yo. It's so funny because one of their ads came on my Facebook and I sat and read the whole ad. And I'm mad at myself because it's like I should have known this was some trickery, but it was something about like the tariffs. And I was like, oh my God, Fashion Nova is getting shut down because of tariffs. And then at the end, it was like, psych, we have a sale going on because of the tariffs. And I was like, great. So now all this Fashion Nova content's popping up because I sat here and watched and read this whole ad. But that's what they do. Like they make you read this whole thing and it's like psych, 50% off of everything. Type in tariffs at checkout. And it's like, y'all are crazy, but they're good. They're good. All right. So yes. And then connection content. This is where you're gonna spend a lot of your time in the beginning in the connection content hook area. Because in the beginning, you're building a tribe up. So you want to connect with people. That's how they're going to build trust in you.
Can I speak, Tyler? When I was doing mine, this got me 100 followers in less than like 2 days. I backstory a little bit. My family and friends is the reason why I had stopped. My page was booming when I lost my job and I started it every day. This was getting me at least 100 to 200 followers, or just people commenting, or people in my DMs. And my family and friends was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, I'm doing what I'm doing." And because they didn't understand, my mind just went somewhere else. Long story, other ways. But this one, it really connects with the audience. I was amazed, like, oh, wow, these people really like it. New followers. Oh, these new people. Oh, I was so excited. And my excitement went from 1,000 to 2 in less than hours. Cause here come my cousins, here comes my family, and what he did. And I was just like, oh, all right,
See?
and it
Good.
knocked me out. So I truly get when you opened up and you said change your number, don't think, lead them people where they at, because them is your broke best friends. I'm sorry.
I'm
Love them to
telling
death,
you
but
right
they
now. And you love them. It's just like you
it
not
is what it
this
is.
journey right now. So I'm telling y'all, your vision is not your family and friends. They don't understand it. They haven't been blessed yet with that vision for themselves. They don't understand it. So I'm happy you shared that because other people are probably feeling that way before they even start. But
It's very true. Leave them. Don't think. Don't let them know what you're doing. If you already got a page, leave it there so they can still think that you're active. But do something else on another page where you can't hear nobody in your ear telling you anything. Because
that's
that killed my confidence. And I was just like, all right, let me just go back to work and my safe spot and my comfort zone and familiarity.
I'm
And
not
it
gonna
knocked me.
lie. I kept checking your page and I'm like, what the fuck is
That's
happening?
what happened. That's literally what happened. One cousin called, then it was my brother, then it was my aunt, and they just like ganged up on me. And I was just like, all right, just go back to work, go
Because they
back to what I
want
know.
people want you to be like them. And it's not intentional. It's not to be hurtful. It's not to get, it's just human nature. So, guys, that's real. I'm happy you shared that. That is so real. And I tell everybody that I mentor, zero is the best place to start. I'm not afraid of starting at zero. Like, there's only 80 on here, or how many? Nothing at one, two, three, four.
Eight participants.
I kind of want to give the 8 of you my new TikTok page because I'm starting over with y'all and I want y'all to follow and be motivated with me. I'm starting a whole new page. And I'm starting, well, actually, I think the page has 30 followers. I took my son's old page that I posted a video on of myself. It had like his name and his profile picture. And the only reason why I took his page was because TikTok, I have so many accounts. They just was not trying to let me open up a new one. I started all new pages. Best place to start is zero. But anyways, I'm gonna start there and I'm gonna do this with y'all and y'all gonna see how fast this shit's about to grow. But I have to get a new TikTok page because my current one, y'all, it says ineligible for recommendation. I've been fighting with TikTok for a week now. I've been emailing them. I've been writing. Look at this. I don't know if y'all can see it in red. Ineligible for recommendation. So look at how many views I'm getting. Oh wait, y'all can't even see it. Hold on. I have on my last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last 8 videos, the most views I got was 80 views. It's fucking with my money. And I don't got time. Which is why I started posting my videos on YouTube. Because I said TikTok is tripping. But then when I click on it, So I'm basically just sharing this to say, like, I am forced to start a new page because but then when I click on ineligible, it says account eligible for recommendation. Your account is like I have a green check and everything. It's like your account is eligible. So I know this is something that's not gonna get fixed ever. What stopped me was thinking TikTok was gonna get banned. Girl, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I didn't even delete the app. I posted on that thing until I couldn't. And people went as far as to deleting the app and then they had to wait to get it back. I didn't delete that shit because there's something wired in my brain because I'm delusional about this $100 million super yacht that I'm gonna be on one day. I don't prematurely cut myself off from a blessing. Alex said, I didn't either. I kept posting. I literally just kept posting. It's like, and I'm not saying you're not smart, Naima, because I'm sure you are. So I like to always like give disclaimers because people take shit personally. And I was like, I'm not talking about you. But I was smart enough to know like this can't be going that long because this is making regular ass people millionaires. That shit's good for the economy, believe it or not. The US wants more millionaires. It's good for the world. It's good for us. We're just so stuck in our ways. We just become like a subject of our own like downfall. But like the world wants us, or not the world, the US, we're good. It made a lot of regular people millionaires, which is good for the economy. So it's like I in my head, I'm like, there's no way Trump is gonna let this shit go. Like it might be gone for a day or two, but we're gonna be back and back better than ever because if one thing for certain, Trump is trying to keep rich people rich. So it's like, why would he take away an opportunity for that? But we won't get into politics. So yeah, I didn't delete it. I posted till I couldn't. I posted till that shit said you cannot log in. I was like, oh, there goes my yacht. No, I didn't say that. But okay. Sales content. I'm gonna be honest, this is where I struggle the most. But these, diverting a little bit, these hooks I used when I was heavy into my TikTok shop. I didn't use these much for my digital product, but it was something I was intentionally trying to do. I just not practicing what I preach. I just didn't. And I know I missed out on a lot of money for not using these kind of sales hooks on my videos. So lots of different call to action hooks and things like that um for you guys to use. And honestly, you just keep reusing this stuff. You don't have to fix something that's not broken. Like I've been doing the same thing for a year and a half. And even when I took that break when my mom was in the hospital for 3 months, 3 or 4 months, like when I took that break, when I got right back to it, I just went right back to what I know. And things picked right up like it never had stopped. So I'm sharing that with you guys to say, like, this stuff works. You just got to do it. And you don't have to worry about using all of them. Because once you start looking at content differently now, you're going to start, the people who have a lot of followers, who get a lot of engagement, you're going to see the repetitive stuff that they keep doing that you didn't see before. And it's the same shit I just taught y'all here. I'm mad that I swear so much when I'm excited. It's not cute. And like I have to keep this video with all these cuss words. Like it's so ghetto. I'm so mad. Oh. All right. We about done here. Does anybody, and be honest, feel like that's it? I have a question. Something is unclear. I don't know what I'm doing first. What's next? Go ahead, Dunn.
I just have one question. Will you be doing more of these?
I will be doing more of these.
That's the only question.
The way that I could be most helpful to my audience is knowing it's real and raw. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you. I guess I'll keep cussing. No, I'm kidding. The thing that helps me help you guys is one, seeing you guys put the effort in so then I can look at your videos and say, maybe this is something I wasn't clear about that they thought I was clear about. you know, because I don't know how to make these helpful if I don't see you guys doing what I told you to do and making the effort. And then I can look and say, I I can see why they did this. I have to be more clear in my delivery. So that helps me. I'm a coach. I don't even like to call myself a coach. I'm just someone that knows a little bit of something. But in order for me to be 100% helpful, like I have to see the work being put forth so I can be like, okay, this is what I have to change. And two, you guys have to ask me questions. My question is, how do I get my leads to my link other than saying link and bio? Because on TikTok, you can't DM links. Yes. So the thing that's been working for me, that's a great question, is the call to action. I actually never say link in my bio, unless I'm in the comments and somebody does the actual call to action. So for instance, in my video, I'll end it and say, comment freebie below if you want the freebie. I'm tricking the people to think that you have to comment in order to get the freebie from you on TikTok. Really, I just need the engagement so the video can go viral. And then under each comment, I'll say it's in my profile and the link under my profile. That's just what it is on TikTok. The other thing is because you're posting the same kind of the strategy I use by posting the same kind of the same kind of content week to week, because it's the same thing that's popping up on the For You page every single week. Naturally, it's like those people, when they go to hit follow, once they see a link in your bio, they just naturally go there anyways. Like I have in the last past since January of 2024, so like year and almost a half, I have 20,000 email subscribers. That's a lot. And a lot of the times I'm not saying in my video, click the link in my bio. Did I answer your question? I don't know. Got it. Was trying to see if I need to redirect to Instagram or just still say, yeah, I wouldn't redirect them off of TikTok. Especially if you have the link in your bio. I wouldn't do that. Okay. Naima, let me see what your question was. We get this book at the end, and the first thing I'm gonna do is create my TikTok. Period. Talk about taking action, honey. Create that TikTok, get them settings in order, privacy settings, do not sync to your contacts, do not link to your Facebook. Keep the family and friends out of your growth. Who knows what their first step is? Let's talk about that real quick. Let's go through it real quick.
So let me go to my first step. I've already redid all of my books. I have my stand store, but I have not put anything into the stand store.
Okay.
Not my own hand. I have my TikTok. There's nothing on there.
It's okay.
I just need help. I'm just ready.
Wait, what?
Probably
Joby,
just
pause real
hit me
quick.
upside the head.
Pause real quick. I want to tell y'all, the 8 people on here, I need help is like a trauma trigger for me. It it makes a wire in my brain go a little fucking left because you don't need help. You just sat on this 4-hour call, girl.
No, I don't need help. I don't need help,
Tell me what
right?
you need. So tell me
I
what
just
you
need
need.
to
Tell me what you need.
do it.
Yes.
Help. I
I'm
need
so
just the
happy
help
you
to do
said
it.
that.
Yeah. I just need to
That
do
be the
it.
problem. People be like, I need help. And I'm like, what's your question then? And then I have a
Yeah.
question. It's like, no, you just gotta do it. Yes. I wish I had
I just gotta do it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do upload my digital products to my stand store.
Yep.
And I've already have my freebie. I have everything already done. I just need to create my first video, which is day one.
You know what you gotta do. Let's stand the test of time, Jobina. Let's do it, girl. You know what you gotta do.
Okay.
You're gonna set a deadline. This is what we're gonna do for the next 30 days, y'all. This is how my goal setting skills, like I actually had a class when I had a business, when I had my spa, I did this class. It's goal setting. And this goal setting class, not to toot my own horn, but to it helped 4 people in my class make their first $10,000 in 30 days. And anyways, I'm saying that to say my goal setting thought process is simple. Anybody could do it on their own, but I think we get overwhelmed with the bigness of it, and we forget what goals actually are. So let's just talk about this real quick because this is important. I'm happy you said this. Let's goal set, right? So that we can successfully get this 1K in the next 30 days. And that's really should be 30, but whatever. We're gonna stick with one for right now. Because I'm confident I will do that. And because once you start making the money, you're up. Okay. It's like a chain reaction. But in the next 30 days, we need to be intentional. I'm saying $1,000. Y'all can create your own number. In the next 30 days, I'm going to make X amount of dollars. Write that at the top of your paper. Then we need to create a column of all the things that would stop us from making this $1,000. I said this last in another video I did. What are the things that would stop you from making $1,000? And I'm talking about the smallest things, the smallest inconvenience up to the biggest one.
You want us to answer you?
Yes.
Unmotivated.
But like, what would make you unmotivated? Like,
It's a bad day. Life and
right. So, okay, let's be very specific. It's in your own life, right? So, for instance, I have 2 kids. I'm starting over from scratch, and my goal is to make $1,000 a day with digital products. A list of things that would make me not show up to make this $1,000 because we know what we got to do. We just went through a whole class. The things that would make me not show up to do that are: one, I'm overstimulated by my kids because I'm home with them all day. I homeschool them, and I have like a mental fog because it's like my kids are being loud and they're distracting me, and I just much rather go to sleep. That's my reality. That's something that would stop me. Another thing that would stop me, my husband wanted Netflix and chill all day. It's like, brother, no. Okay. Another thing that would stop me, 3 months ago, it'd be like I would be in the hospital with my mom. So it's like I really don't feel like creating content because I'm here with my sick mom. Like real life stuff that could happen. Another thing would be with I don't even have the money to get the done for you digital products. So there goes that. Like, tell yourself or share with me specific things in your real world that would stop you. Oh, you know what? I'm really self-conscious about how I look, and I just don't think I could show up, on camera for the next 2 weeks because I can't get my hair done for 2 weeks. So I don't think I want to create content for 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks you're wasting because, girl, you can't get your hair done. That's wild. So be very specific in your real world. What could stop you? My lights are gonna get cut off because I didn't pay the bill. So I already know they're about to get. I know my lights about to get cut off. So shit, I can't record in the dark. So there goes that. Tell yourself, say it out loud. Because once you have that list of things that's going to stop you, next to that list, you're going to put everything you need to do to make it not happen. Once we are this is called being intentional. Someone say intentional in the chat. When you're intentional, shit don't get in the way. That separates the doers from the procrastinators, the action takers from the excuse makers. Ooh, that was good. Action takers from the excuse makers. Y'all have to set the intention. If I know I'm going to be overstimulated by my kids, maybe on a Monday and a Wednesday, because that's when our schedule's the busiest, maybe I'm going to record 15 videos, bite-sized videos, on Sunday and Tuesday. So that way I have enough content to push through. You have to solve the problems before they arise. That's what a business owner does, anyways. That's what you're doing every day in your real life. You try to stop shit before it gets too bad. You're doing this right now with this new venture of digital marketing. Stop the problem before it stops you. So, you have to write them out. Because once you know, that shit's not gonna stop you. I already knew I was a little self-conscious. I am really an introvert at heart. I don't talk when I'm out. I get uncomfortable when I'm in front of groups, unless it's like my group. Like any community I've built, I'm okay with it. But like I don't go to parties. Don't invite me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care to come. I will sit in the back. I'm comfortable in silence. I go out to eat dinner by myself when my husband can't go with me. I don't have many friends. Like I'm okay being alone. The moment you put me in front of somebody, I'm awkward, I'm snorting, I look around, I don't make eye contact. People think I'm crazy, and it's like, I'm a little crazy, but I'm just nervous. I don't know why I'm even talking to you. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. So, because I know that, it's like, well, what are you going to do now, Tyler, to not be so self conscious on camera and to get rid of the excuse of you're an introvert? Because that shit ain't going to make you no money. Sitting in the background saying I'm an introvert and I get awkward in front of people and I'm nervous ain't gonna make me no money. So how do you get over it? Well, you tell yourself anything that's not in alignment with what I'm trying to do, it's an excuse. Gotta let it go. Okay, well, now I know that. I believe it. Now I gotta show up because the only way I'm gonna get this $1,000 is if I actually show up. And telling myself out loud that I'm an introvert and I'm nervous and I'm not confident in myself goes against everything that I'm trying to do. So I'm very confident in myself. I'm not an introvert while I'm making videos. As soon as I hit the stop button, I can go back to being an introvert. And that's just how my mind is wired at this point. When I get off of this, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've been on here with y'all for what, 4 hours? I'm probably not gonna answer emails for 2 days. Like I am drained. I just talked to 9 people for hours. I really am gonna like, and because I knew I was doing this class, I created so many videos last night so that I could post them all day for the next 2 days because I just know I'm burnt out after this. I gave my all to this. I'm gonna need to take a break for 2 days. But the posting continues. So I prepared for this. Do y'all get it? I was intentional about this. I know myself. I know what my excuse was gonna be. I stopped that shit in its tracks. Don't like my hair. The lady cut my hair lopsided. Hate it. My forehead's too big for this kind of stuff. Am I gonna speak that shit out loud and speak it into existence? No, because I gotta make $1,000 every day. Tyler, you love your big head. It's filled with bright ideas. Everything that's inside of it is your gift to give to the world. So you got to show up with that head and not a lopsided haircut, honey, and tell the people what they need to hear to help change their life. So I told myself. So that's what I'm doing because now I believe it. Thing that I'm trying to tell y'all is your excuses are going to stop you. There's power in the tongue and the words that we speak. And everything negative that you're saying is stopping you from making $1,000. So just flip that shit around. Become delusional in everything that you're saying. And I promise you, you're going to start doing shit so easy. You're going to be like, wow, I've been complicating this whole time, but it's because I've just been so negative and making excuses. And now they're all gone. It's that easy. Everything is easy. Just say it's easy. That's like my motto in life. Like, this shit is easy. It's easy. It's easy to get out of the rut you're in. It's easy to make $1,000 when you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's easy. You just gotta do it. This shit's easy. I felt like I made it easy for y'all. I gave y'all examples. I don't know y'all real lives. It's like if I can, I'm just a regular mom trying to figure some shit out. Y'all are regular people too. If I could do this, yeah, I didn't have it me. Y'all got me. Y'all should do this shit a lot quicker than I did. Cause I didn't have nobody giving me busting this shit down the way I'm busting it down for y'all. Like I had to just keep doing it. And then Fortune Day said, ring a ding ding, girl, you got it. So I truly expect y'all to get this done in 7 to 10 days. Like y'all should be making a sale in 7 to 10 days. And if you say it enough out loud and you write it and put it on a sticky note and put it on your forehead when you go to sleep, attached to your $100 million super yacht that you have already, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna read it, you're gonna say it out loud, and then you're gonna be like, I gotta post that video. This is just the crazy delusional shit that I do. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all one more time and then I'm getting off of here. I let me stop sharing my screen. So when I took a break from actually I took a break longer than 3 months. November, December, January, February, March. Well, I didn't really start posting again until April. So yeah. I made that $40,000 on um I got a new stand store link. So I have two stand store links. I got a new stand store link because I was just trying to like, you try to do stuff because you're teaching it now and like you're wrapped up in it. So then you try to do it again to see how fast you could do it. And on my new stand store link, I was able to make that $40,000 in like a month and a half with the same digital products. And one time I shared my original stand store link that had I made over $300,000 on, and I showed it one time and I cringed. And I said I will never do that again because that seems like a lot of money. And then when you spend it and you're like, wow, I'm still in this apartment with the same car. The fuck was I doing? You realize that like how much you're living off of, it's like not a lot of money. Like it's not a lot of money. So I'm sharing that to say all of this. Um, there's a lot of money out there for y'all to make. And when you get it and you start investing and you start putting your money in certain places, you just have another view on like you don't take for granted the information and the access you have to making money easily online. And then you'll truly start to say, like, this shit is easy because you just think about how many hours you get up to go to work to make a fraction of that. Because how many people on this call make $300,000 a year? That's on paper a lot of money. Like that's a lot of money. But then it's like you finally have a savings and your kids have savings and you were able to take trips and whatever, just do regular things and you're like, wow, what was I living off of? Like I was really living off of pennies. No matter how good you think your money is, it's like $300,000 is a game changer. But anyways, I just wanted to put that into perspective for you guys because y'all got this. Y'all got $300,000 waiting on you from your phone on top of working your 9 to 5. And I just really believe that y'all got this. Y'all stayed on this call this long. I gave you guys the examples. We'll have my first post on Monday. Oh, let me follow you. I think I already follow you. I don't know. I'm banking on y'all. Like I so badly want to see y'all win. I really do. And when you guys text me or email me or whatever that you made your money, I'm gonna cry. I am. All right, let me follow you. Who else wants me to follow them? Don't I if I can't give you constructive criticism, don't allow me to follow you, please.
Are you busy to lose the weight? Oh, perfect.
You see, I have that purple lady that says digital dream maker. Should I take that down? Or I can leave it, or I should
Yeah,
leave it up.
no, I would just put a picture of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like I was following you at some point. I had to unfollow a lot of people because occasionally I just do that when I have to like regroup. Patty. Am I spelling this right? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna follow you guys when I create my new page, and that's the first thing I'm gonna do.
Oh, Gigi. Okay. Digital Gigi, your account is private, girl. Your account needs to be public. Everybody needs a public account. And okay, what's your page? I maybe I do follow you still. And okay. No, I know none of these are you. And okay, oh, and okay. In a kitty box. All right. I think that sums that up. Any last things? You guys are awesome for staying on here this long. I love a good question now. And all questions are good questions. All right. This has been great. You fixed it, Gigi? Okay, let me follow you now. Guys, this has been great. I'm gonna do more of these. Maybe I'll be like, since I'm gonna have this one up, I can do like more specific ones, like marketing plans or whatever. Like, I don't know. But I try to just keep things simple. Like people be coming on here with like the calendar and here's the plan and all this stuff. And it's like, if you have ADHD like me, that shit don't work. It don't. My brain, if it's too much on the screen or on the paper, you've lost me. I'm done. I'm not gonna win. Um, but I just try to make things so easy for you guys. So I hope I kind of made this easy. Did I? Yes or no? Be honest. If the answer is no, I need to know.
This is good.
This is great. You put one perspective in my mind. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
So stupid.
That is like on my board now. Like,
I live by it. People simple stupid. I just I don't understand all that fancy shit. I don't understand it. That's why I feel like the internet is not real. Because why are you telling me to do all of this?
and you saying that too. The internet's not real. It like the way you
Not.
doing what you're doing because it's taking me out of what I've been seeing, the aesthetics, and you got to be this and that. It's like you really don't. You make 300K just selling this digital, and I've been here with you from day one, so I feel a little, but let that go
It's
because I'm gonna flip the
not
words.
real. When you have nothing in your mind but marketing, like in homeschool, I teach my kids everything is marketing. My kids, people be looking at my kids irritated as hell. Cause they be like, my son who's 9, he is on the spectrum, but he's high functioning. He'll be like, we press our own juices. I don't let my kids drink actual juice. Like I'm probably the only person that like drinks shit like this. Like we press our own juices. Like fruit punch to my kids is the red beet juice that has apples and oranges. Like they'll tell you that's fruit punch, but I'm saying that to say like my kids will see something and be like, that's just marketing. They just want you to drink bad stuff so you can go see the doctors more often. Like I have instilled in my head and in my family said everything is marketing. Nobody is real. And so the few people who are real have nothing but space and opportunity to win because everything is so fake. Everybody's doing the same thing the same way. We're copying, and it's okay to copy. Like
Copyright that.
I copy millionaires all the time, like as far as how they talk, how they show up, and like I can see through shit, but I'm not trying to be them. You get what I'm saying? So once you start looking at everything, it's like none of this is real. I question everything I see. And it's okay to question it, but I mean don't overthink it too much. Just see what they're doing to get where they're trying to go. The doctors market to you, your the medicines that you take, the everything that we buy or that we consume, it was just a marketing strategy. So me getting it, spending the money on like it was all a marketing strategy. Like y'all got me. You got me again. So like I just want y'all to know that and believe it and look at it like that and just see how you fit into the world of market. Everything. Don't feel like you're scamming someone unless you actually are. Like you talking about you made $1,000 and you didn't. Why are you lying? That's what I'm telling y'all. Come on here and be real. It's been 30 days. I ain't made $1 yet. But I'm only on step 5. Because for 30 days I did not show up on here. So like yeah, everything is just marketing, guys. It's not real. So don't get caught up in it. I love you guys. Email me. I'm bosstyler@gmail if you have questions. I feel like all of you guys have my email. I'll write it here though. Don't tell me you need help. I won't read your email. But if you have a question, a specific question, and say, hi, I have this question, dot, 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 I will gladly over answer your question for you. And I can't help you if I don't see you doing shit. So I'm gonna say that too. All right. I love you guys. This has been great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I have a bet. Okay, with my husband.
Okay.
I'm serious. Somebody better make some money on here. Okay.
Okay. We're
Have to
gonna prove
retire.
your husband wrong.
I might have to retire, okay, and just take it over to YouTube, okay? Because this is we get to the nitty gritty here. All right, guys. Bye.
Okay.
How do I stop this?